rocking and rolling. Let me set this up. So we go pop out, and then we'll go. Don't need that anymore. We're going to go window capture and Streamlabs settings, Brew Show Money Man. That's not the one. It should be called pop out. I think we're good to go. I'm going to go to transform, fit to screen. Whoa, none of that. Let me create this. So when people show up, I think they'll just pop in and it'll go to the four square thing. Methinks. But I think we're big enough right now, man. I think we're live. We may or may not be live. You guys can hear me though, right? You can see me and you can hear me?
Yep. Oh yeah.
What are you guys drinking over there? What's up?
Dark vodka.
Nice. All right, we're going in.
AI beer.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Really good shots of that B-roll, especially at the end.
I know it's been a long time coming, but
When you,
It was fun.
yeah, with the green background, the green lighting.
Yeah.
you guys can hear me though, right?
Okay, I think we're good to go. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Cheers from Knoxville. We got the Brew Show down there in San Diego.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are coming from Steven's stream, Steven and Ohm's stream. Good content out there.
Streamed?
They were just live.
No. It's part of the video. Oh, the premiere of it.
How's this working up here? What up, everybody? What's up? Kim Hill, Ron Barnes, Seth S., Chalky White, Perry Matz. Ron Barnes, what's up, man? Bodine's Brews. Always showing love. Can I click off this? Can I click away from this? Bodine's Brews. Thanks for that super chat last week, man. Much love, you Barrage, Chris Radiation, super chatters. I think all of these are working. I think we're good to go. They'll let us know. They'll let us know really fast. How we sounding, everybody? Are we even? I think mine's low. Brew and Gnome are low. Let me go to audio input capture. That's me. Audio output capture should be these guys. What about now? What about now? We should be good to go now. I think we should be okay right now. Same thing as before. It was set up perfectly, and then I had to go back and change something. What up, Zach Chance? What's up, everybody? What's up, Sunset Brewing? Alestro, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Did you buy your Homebrew Con ticket yet, Trent?
No, so I reached out to see if they'd give me a media pass, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's going to take a little bit.
Yeah, but I'll probably go no matter what. If they say no, then I'll probably just.
That's cool.
Hopefully, don't hear that.
That's cool. Well, we're here. My favorite night of the week, man. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What up, Philip Stevenson? What's going on, man? Yeast and the Beast. We got Alias, the Brew Show in Nome tonight. Big love to Adam Makes Beer for coming on last week. And I think he got 3,000 subscribers. So shout out to him for hitting that milestone. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think Bent Gate hit 1,000 too. They posted something on their Instagram story how they were pretty close. So big shout out to them as well.
So they have a great channel. I love the stuff they're making. They've
got a really good channel. Those guys are cool as shit too. And Trent, you had a killer video today, man. Killer video on AI. I got some questions about that. How'd you do the eyes? The red eyes.
The little laser eyes.
Yeah.
It's just like an image, and then I tracked my eyeballs. So in After Effects,
I thought
you can track
things.
So I just attached to my eyes. And
no, that was great, man. And
that was tricky to shoot. So I shot all that by myself.
Yeah.
My wife wasn't there to help me for that part. So having to splash water on myself or splash beer on myself was kind of tough, but
yeah. How'd you do that?
It worked. I just had a cup half full and I splashed it and then dropped it and then reacted immediately. So just hit it in the cut.
Good video, man. Great video. What up, Riv Rivera? Ron Barnes giving the Brew Show love. No Homebrew for Life video this week. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a video off before I go to San Diego. So Trent, we're going to be hanging out next weekend. Some kind of
sweet.
Yeah, I haven't even paid taxes yet. Probably the first year that I'm going to file an extension. So the last thing I'm thinking about right now is filming or brewing or editing. But after that, after the San Diego trip, I'm not going to go on a vacation for a while, so I can catch up with the backlog and just catch up with life.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what's going on, man? What's up with what's going on in Rhode Island?
Nothing at all. I don't know if my
Great
volume's
talk.
coming in low. Ron Barnes says it's a great talk.
Yeah. What's going on? Nothing at all. All right.
Nothing at all.
That's all the time we have.
I saw like half of the video that you just posted. What is the story behind that?
So Northwest wanted to just do a smoked beer together. So I said yes, pretty much. I don't know. I'm always down to do whatever.
Did you guys both brew it, or like how did you guys work that collab out?
Yeah, we both brewed the same recipe and sent each other's beer to one another, and basically tried it at the same time on a Zoom call.
Nice.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, shout out to Steven, Northwest Small Batch Brewing in the house. Maybe he's not in the house, but he might still be on his own video over there, yeah?
No, I was over.
He wrapped it up.
I think I saw he's here somewhere.
Cool. So, got some things written down. Sarah Flora's opening up a brewery.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I saw
shout out
that.
to her. Wishing her all the best. She's got a link to a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe that I'll throw in the chat. I should have it written down. I couldn't just copy and paste it. But Trent, if you have it or anybody has it, throw that in the chat. And I do know a lot of breweries that go this route. And I think Northern Pine and Oceanside raised $30,000. I mean, what's the best way to raise money for a brewery or any business? I mean, I would go the Kickstarter route for damn sure, or whatever GoFundMe or whatever metaphor most popular. What would it be?
Right.
Crowdfunding platform.
Yeah.
Go with that.
I think crowdfunding. Yeah.
There's nothing to lose. It either gets funded or it doesn't.
Well, I think like you have to reach your goal, right? Or else you get nothing
Yeah.
on some of those. I don't know.
No, there's no way.
One
If
of
you
those
raise
is
like
good.
15 grand and your goal is 20, it just doesn't all just go away.
I don't know how it works.
There's no way that could be accurate, but I don't know. I can't confirm. Northwest Small Batch, gifting the memberships. Much love, Braj. I don't know why that didn't ring. But I was thinking about that. I mean, if you wanted to raise any money, $50,000, $100,000, what route would you go outside of the Kickstarter? Because you want to deal with a bank last, right?
Right. I guess an investor of some kind.
An investor would be a
With the big
safe.
pockets.
It would be a safer bet for you. You just give up equity, but you aren't as pot committed. You know, there's always that family member. We all have that Uncle Scrooge, maybe, or that family friend. And then go that route, and then go to the bank, then hit them with the business model and the proposal.
I was gonna say go to a rich family member first.
I would
If you
start with
haven't,
Kickstarter
right.
first, or GoFundMe first. Someone's coming in.
Oh, yeah.
See, I just came in just like that. That was perfect.
Look who it is.
Yeah, put that
Hey.
chat. Put her link in the chat, and I'll throw $20 at it. 100%.
Yeah, I threw it in there.
Oh, you did? Okay, let me get rid of
Yeah.
this. Let me pull this up over here. What just
Let
happened?
me change.
What up? That's my
audio.
Johnson. Orlando. I was hanging out with him in Tampa Bay a couple weeks ago. GoFundMe is like YouTube. They take too much of a percentage. I know nothing about what they take. So in that regard, I would just go with the platform that takes the least amount. But if you go to Kickstarter right now and you type in breweries, I guarantee you stuff's going to show up and they're going to have.
Oh, there's a bunch. Yeah, I checked it out. There's a bunch of them.
What kind
a
of
lot of
money
them
is
were
it?
like-
10 grand?
It depends. So like some of them were like rebuilding their brewery, like their brewery burned down or was vandalized or something.
Or
like
they
that.
just ask once a year. They're just asking for that anniversary collect go $200. That Monopoly month. What up, Alias? What's going on, Braj?
Good. Just changing my audio here.
Audio sounds great. What is she at right now? Can we get her to a certain goal? What's her penciled in figure? Is it on?
She's at
30 grand.
She's at $30,000.
no, that's her goal.
What she's looking for.
That's her
She's
goal.
just under 700.
Under 700. And is there a deadline? Timeline?
Usually there is. I don't know.
All right, not much, man. Just chilling.
You drinking
Maxing
tonight or
and
what?
waxing. Sorry?
You drinking tonight or what, Braj?
Hells yeah.
Let's
Got my
fucking
summer ale.
go. Let's fucking go. She got a $200
I'm enjoying
donation
that.
from Jansen Edwards. $695 of $30,000. She's got the YouTube here. Los Angeles.
And if I remember, she's doing something kind of unique, right? Where she's like starting with a pilot, like somebody else is brewing it. It's like a, what do you call that? When
Contract?
somebody else brews you. Yeah. She's starting with like 2 beers or something like that, and then hoping to expand into an actual brewery.
That's a tough way to go. There's a brewery that did that here in Knoxville, and it's just one of those things where, I mean, if a market's very saturated, it's tough to get that second impression, you know? So if you have a weird, interesting impression. All the others, we went there, yeah? That last day, we went to Ebony and Ivory in Knoxville, and they were doing contract brewing, and they didn't even have their brew house there. And their one contract beer was like a beer de garde. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even good. And like the other, I think they had a fruited beer. Or like, no, that was different.
It wasn't a hazy IPA.
No, it was a lager. They had a lager or something, right? Or was it an IPA?
I had
All I remember is they also had Miller Lite and Bud Light on tap. And
Oh,
I
they
was
did?
Like, oh, yeah.
It's a bad sign.
Yeah, probably not going to be going back. I wouldn't rock and roll until the doors are, I mean, I don't know. Who knows, you know, what your financial situation is. But I'd be very afraid that people would have a very bad first impression. And I don't know what her market is. I don't know if she's opening it up in LA or the Pacific Northwest, but I would definitely not do that in San Diego.
I think the place is in Chicago, interestingly enough. But
Sarah Flora
I don't
wants to
know.
open up a brewery in Chicago?
no, the contract brewery is in Chicago. She wants to open up in the Pacific Northwest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why wouldn't you want to open up, or why wouldn't you want to contract with someone that's close by? How are you supposed to get the beer out here?
I don't know.
All right. Well, best of luck nonetheless. But I do know is that it's Wednesday night. We're all here. We're chilling out. I tried to watch Jackass 4. I had to turn it off. Couldn't do it. Did you guys watch that?
Nah.
I couldn't get through it. No.
Did you fast forward it and close your eyes for...
I just turned it off.
Yeah, it was too much. Just too low of a common denominator of comedy. Just getting hit in the nuts every bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's you've seen it. We're on the 4th one now. I mean, they did try to
know.
get a little more original, but
No, I think they went back in time, and I saw it in reverse order. I mean, not in reverse order, but I saw Johnny Knoxville go on Howard Stern first in an interview, and he was talking about brain damage and manic depression from getting hit by a bull and then flipping
Right.
upside down and having his wife and his family have to deal with all this stuff. And then you go into Jackass and you see it, and you're like, you know, as much as they can chop it up and laugh and put happy music on it, you know, and post-op, you could easily make the dark side of comedy or the dark side of Jackass real fast. And it just reminded me of, did you ever see that movie Idiocracy, where Owen Wilson goes to the future and Dax Shepard's there?
Yeah.
He's just watching dudes get hit in the nuts while he's masturbating and drinking an 80-ounce soda. I was like, this is it. This is it. There was one scene where the dude lays on his back and he's got nothing but a Speedo on or a jock strap on with a cup, and he's laying down on his back, and a dude is on a pogo stick and just pogos high and lands on his nuts. And I was like, yeah, I'm out. I can't do it. And I put on the Chris Rock special, and it was phenomenal. It was absolutely.
oh, that was great.
I watched it
was really
twice, and I cried both times. It was. He went for blood. He went for it on
He
that.
did.
Yeah, he went for it on that. And then I finished The Last of Us, which was great. No spoiler alert, but it followed the video game to a T at the end. So if anybody's got anything they could recommend, I'm out of stuff to watch. And I know the Brew Show is always on his game.
Yeah, have you watched Ted Lasso?
No, what do you need that?
Apple TV?
I don't have that one.
Okay.
3rd season just dropped, right?
Did
Third
it?
season?
I think so.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
check
gonna
that
wait
out.
for all the episodes to go,
And then you
and
can
then I'll
binge
get a
it.
free trial and binge watch it in like a week and then cancel it.
Smart man. Smart man. So we have Hannah in here. I want to get her on. We got a lady in the house, a Brajette. I think that's Hannah up there. Hannah Richard Molina. We tried to connect on Discord. I'll pull this up in a second. But I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Yeehaw, or my buddy Charles, who opened up Yeehaw Brewery in Knoxville. We've been there before they were open. And that was the perfect brewery. That dude put together the perfect brewery. food, full bar, outside patio for kids and live music. I went on industry night and it was killer. $5 beers. You know, if you want to be outside and have people run around and scream and play loud music, live music, go for it. The inside's a little bit more pub vibe, so they've broken it up. It's not just like high wire where it's all just condensed right there.
Right.
And they're killing it right now. They're absolutely killing it. Yeah.
Dude, like Monday midnight, they were like, it was packed.
They
I
had
saw.
live music and people dancing at midnight on Monday.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a very good sign.
Yeah, they've been open for about 4 weeks now. And make no mistake, this isn't two buddies that won a homebrewing competition. This is Joe Baker's money, the old Smoky Moonshine money. I mean, this is an existing brand with a lot of great leadership and experience. And you guys were asking me.
They know how to run a business.
They know how to run a business. And you guys were asking me, how's the beer? How good is the beer? It's okay. It's average. It's good enough. You know, all it has to be is average. And
I think that's what they really, all they need really is just good enough, right?
Good enough. And
they're not trying to be like the next, like what?
Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
They're not looking for that Halo beer.
Yeah.
But I could definitely say they are the best brewery in Knoxville. If I had people coming into town, wives, kids, and I wanted everybody, no questions asked, no doubt about it. And I know that he was stressed out and it was, you know, hurry up and wait. Didn't he tell us he wanted to open like the day after Christmas or something?
Christmas, yeah, that was what he was going for, yeah.
No. Wait till everybody gets their tax return money back. So he's killing it now. And shout out to him. Shout out to Adam last week. I always love when he's on. I learn a lot from Adam. I like the words he uses, like local, regional, global, selling out. Big beer isn't buying.
I like the clip you put on the main channel. That was really good.
I didn't want that to bum a lot of people out, but there was a lot of context in there that I forgot to say. You know, the people like us and the homebrewers. What I meant to say was that I don't think we care whether it's a business park or a Disneyland or whether it's a basement or a speakeasy. We're there for the great beer, I think.
Beer, correct.
Right. But that's not how it is anymore. What I meant to say is that the yeehaw atmosphere.
That's a niche part, right? Like only about like 1% of their customers are there for like super like nitpicky about the beer kind of thing, right?
100%.
Whereas most people who are going are just like, it has a little bit more fancy beer and a good vibe. Like, let's go.
And like with yeehaw, there's something on the menu someone's going to drink. There's something on the menu you can drink, whether it's champagne, mimosa. They have a full bar. They have a real full bar. So
wow. So they have liquor, like mixed drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not like In-N-Out where there's 4 menu items and you're like, damn, I can't drink any of this. We have to go.
Yeah.
There's gonna be something there.
Yeah.
So what up, It's Rec? What's up, Raj? Patrick Sandy, what's up, dog? Adam pumps out the content. He's a good dude.
He does.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we're opening up Highwire in Cincinnati at the end of this month, and I'm trying to go up there, but it's just too much vacation for me right now.
Yeah.
But they're
How
gonna.
long of a drive is that from Knoxville?
Everything's like 5-6 hours tops. Atlanta's 4. Lexington, Kentucky's just north. I'm pretty close to a lot of big cities, about 4 or 5 hours away. But Highwire's on that grind, man. Satellite tasting rooms in the biggest cities in the South, or I guess Midwest now. Cincinnati, Brew Show?
Yeah.
Cincinnati?
Yeah, that's Midwest.
That's Midwest.
I think so.
Well, all right. So without further ado, let me see if I can get Hannah on here, and she's going to promote. What do we have here?
The homebrew competition.
Yeah, it's called Lunar.
Houston.
Lunar.
Yeah, that's the one. I think Jagger.
Jagger.
Yeah, it was telling me about.
Let's see what we got going on here.
I don't know if I have time.
Hannah, if you have
do.
a friend request, can you send it my way? That's the only way I can really pull you in. Por favor. But I haven't had a girl on here in a long time. I think maybe the only girl was Faywood Mead.
I think your sister hopped on. Oh, you
That
had a
doesn't
video.
count.
I just show up.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Sisters don't count.
What was the other one's name? Camille or something like that?
Oh God, dude, landlord from Kingpin. That was the worst idea I've ever had. Zach Pearson, what's up?
She reminded me of the wife on Field of Dreams.
She reminded me of Woody Harrelson's landlord from Kingpin.
I can't recall that movie, to be honest.
That sex scene where she's smoking a cig and then rolling her pantyhose up. She wheezes as she talks. It's probably a good thing.
What are you guys drinking?
Just got a lager over here, but I'm gonna go hazy here in a second.
Nice.
Got
Zach,
What are you drinking, Gnome?
Dark lager from Foam Brewers.
Oh, nice.
Yes, delicious.
Zach Pearson says breweries in America will drop over the next 3 to 4 years. There are a lot of breweries in America, and it's already slightly on a decline. That's what Adam was talking about. Is like we're at where we're at with breweries. This is like the maker or the breaker time of this whole industry. And as he said, everything's pretty much just going to get localized. Unless you really come in with a lot of money, corporate vibe, and I don't know how many of those there are. But I don't know.
Cool.
Front-
You know
Localized.
I was
Okay.
going to say that, the contract brewing thing that Flora's doing, it's kind of reminded me of like those ghost kitchens. Have you seen like those? in the story
Yeah,
behind
it's like
ghost
that
kitchens?
pretty. Yeah.
What's a
yeah, I
ghost
know,
kitchen?
Like the Mr. Beast burger kind of thing.
Yeah, like Mr. Beast has his like restaurant in every state, but it's just he has like
His
it'll be like a
face slap.
Denny's that makes, or a small business that makes the food for him and sells it and packages it as Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
So he has a restaurant, and all they're doing is reheating everything at that point?
No, they're cooking it, but it's just like, Chili's I think is one that'll like brew. If you ever go on like Postmates or something, or go on Grubhub, you'll see like a lot of the same things, and you'll look at them, and they're all coming from the same address. It's these kitchens. Sometimes they're independent kitchens, and they just whip out food. Usually, and like a lot of like YouTube celebrities have gone and made their restaurants nationally known, like Mr. Beast did, and I think a few other notable people.
Makes sense. I mean, there's no way that guy could take on any more. Just slap your face on something that's pre-existing, and that's how.
But the issue becomes like the consistency across. Like how do you keep that many places producing something quality?
True.
But I don't know.
Time will tell. Got a super chat here from Bodine's Brews, man. Always showing love. $20 for the Knox County Mayor. Much love, Bodine's Brews. Thank you, Chris.
Oh yeah.
So I've added Hannah to this, and I don't know.
They made a new one, but I think you have
Yeah, sorry.
party time in there.
So this should be okay. This is the one we're in now. Hello. 6 o'clock. Stay the 15th.
Today is the 15th.
Yeah, Trent. What are we gonna do in San Diego?
There we go.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Any
Drink
any
beer.
places you've been craving, or well, of course, but places you've been missing out on?
Hello, 6
I'm down for whatever. What's up, Hannah? How are you? Welcome to the
Hey,
the
you guys
barrage
hear me?
corner.
Yeah,
We can
Trent,
hear you
we can
good.
hear you.
Hey, we got a girl in here. Everybody behave. Let's
Or
all
not.
got-
You don't have to behave.
We've all got mothers and sisters. All right, what's going on, Hannah? All right, all we're missing
Hey.
is the maid from who was her name? Alice, Married with Children, or Brady Bunch. We'll have the whole
Oh, yes.
celebrity squares going on in here. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, Gnome top right,
Thank you.
Alia's bottom left, and this is the Brew Show, and we're all kind of in different
Thanks
corners.
for having me, guys.
Yeah, what's going on? Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Yeah, cool. So I'm in Houston, Texas. I've been homebrewing for about 3 years, off and on.
Nice.
I'm part of a local homebrew club from Southeast Houston, the Bay Area Mastronauts. I think you guys know one of my compadres, Matt Jaggers.
Oh yeah, he's been on here.
Yeah, he's awesome. Does a lot of content creation.
Seriously.
So yeah, I've been brewing for a couple years and gotten more heavy into it in the last year, and have gotten into the competition side, and am now helping my club try to make our competition a bit bigger and better for this year.
Nice.
And so that's why I'm here, beyond really liking beer.
Well, this is cool. This all worked out. And you were saying this is the third biggest competition in the world or America?
In America, yeah. We're the third largest. This year we're accepting 800 entries, all beer. We used to do mead and cider, but we didn't have enough educated judges to really give out solid feedback.
Right.
So we're sticking to just beer. But 800 entries, an individual person can enter up to 12 entries, 2 per subcategory, $10 an entry, 3 12-ounce glass bottles. It's pretty standard, nothing crazy, but we've got some badass awards.
I'm putting the link in
medals-
the chat right now. The Lunar Rendezvous.brewcamp link.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
description as well.
So we're only about halfway full. So if anybody wants to send us an entry or 12, we'd love to have it. We'd love to see entries from every state across the U.S. We typically get a lot of Texas folks, Louisiana, some Oklahoma, but we'd love to see every coast represented for sure.
I think Gnome
cool
needs to
prizes.
be in there. I mean, everybody wants to be in there, but Gnome just he's licking his wounds from a 4th place thing or whatever happened in Tampa Bay. Broke his heart out there, so he needs a shot at the title again.
I like to get back to you guys on cans. I think we are accepting them, and I don't want to lie to you.
Okay.
Yes,
When's the deadline?
I read the rules the other day, and it said 12 to 16-ounce cans were acceptable as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Do you want to hang out, Hannah, and have a couple drinks, or do you just want to plug that? All right,
No,
here we
I
go.
love playing.
All right, so I think you're probably the only girl in here. There's 85 people watching, but good deal. So do you have a YouTube channel or Instagram? We've connected through that, but is there anything else that you're trying to promote
Dude.
through beer, or is it
I
just
mean-
Homebrew Club?
I have an Instagram, my little home brewery that we all have. I'm Palindrome Beerworks on Instagram.
Oh yeah. I've seen that.
Palindrome is a word that's spelled the same forward and backward, like my first name, Hannah. So,
And then
Yeah.
Hannah rhymes with banana is you as well, yeah?
oh yeah, that's my personal.
That's
Yep.
your personal. Okay, so you've got 2 beer accounts. And your personal is your beer account. So kudos to you for that.
Yeah, kind of. Beer is life in a way, so
Shit,
there's
yeah.
no dividing line.
Right now, what are you drinking up there? Up there.
I'm having a Cabin Boys Brewery Belgian single. They're from Tulsa.
Okay.
I've got step family up there, so when I go visit, grab some stuff, some shelfies.
Right on. Shelfies. I like that. So how'd you get into brewing?
That is a great question. I was just drinking so much craft beer that I
Same.
felt kind of like I should be connected more than just drinking it. I started writing for a craft beer blog out of Houston and still felt like I was a lazy sack of
Wow.
shit, not really like doing anything. And so I got one of those homebrew kits we all get for Christmas
Mr. Beer.
from a significant other, and it kind of just the addiction went from there.
Awesome. That's cool that you stuck with it. A lot of people filter out from those shitty Mr. Beer kits or just whatever, buying the wrong thing or maybe buying the right thing. So right on. We're hanging out here. What's
Super
up?
old one.
Yeah. What's up, Ron Barnes? Shout out to Ron for that super chat, man. Thank you. Welcome. Glad to have you here from Ron Barnes. Cheers, Hannah. Will you guys do the thing? Let us know what you're drinking. Let us know what you're brewing. What up, Stephen Plass? How are you, Barrage? I'm going to go get another beer. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody
yeah.
touch that dial. Because I'm going to drink 17 beers tonight. And I'm going to go get round 2, maybe round 3. I'll be right back.
Join ya.
Go.
So I have a quick question. When's the deadline?
April 1st, or when we fill up with 800 entries. But I'm thinking you might be safe for April 1st.
Nice. I'll try to think about it. How did you get your beer ready? But sounds good.
I've never done a competition actually.
it.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
fun.
What would you say is the benefits of doing competitions?
I mean, you're getting really constructive feedback if you want to make your beer better. If you're like wanting to brew the same style over and over and improve it, you're going to get expert feedback. And it's cool just to meet other people, to either judge the beer, help out your local homebrew club, whether you're like a member or not, you can go judge. They would totally have you. And you can learn more about, tasting, off flavors, that kind of stuff. And you meet cool people.
Well,
I
you
bet
got...
you get to try like a bunch
Sorry.
of unique styles too.
Oh my God, yeah. Stuff that like you have to research before you start judging it. And you're like, oh shit, I'm supposed to know what this style is, and I'm
Yeah.
literally looking at the style guide as I'm tasting it.
Right.
Hannah, are you going to go to Homebrew Con in San Diego this year?
I don't think that's in the budget this year.
Same. It's coming around the corner too. It's in what, June 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's too quick a turnaround for me. I'm going to be in San Diego next weekend, and it's just a
Oh,
hassle.
nice.
Yeah, I'm driving to Nashville.
For
and
St.
then-
Patty's Day
When is St. Patrick's Day?
this Friday.
No, I'll be in town.
Oh, the weekend after.
Spring break, bro. Or not spring break, opening day weekend. I got tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about that. I got tickets
okay, yeah.
April 1st for the first Padres
game.
Saturday,
Yeah.
man.
Sweet.
Yeah, I got 5 tickets. No, I got 4 tickets for $500. And 2 days before, those tickets are $500 a piece for opening day. But I'd way rather go to opening day weekend on a Saturday than a Wednesday or a Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation regardless. It doesn't matter, but it'd just be tougher to get people to go with that do work real jobs
Right.
Monday through
I'm
Friday and
going-
stuff like that.
I think the first Astros game I'm going to is
Defending champs, man.
May. It'll be in May. Because I'm there for a 2-day drift event. So, and my
Yeah,
buddy.
you'll get cheap tickets then.
Yeah, for sure. I'll much more affordable tickets then. And then also I got one of my buddies who's really big into baseball, who lives in Boston but might be moving. And his goal is to go to like every watch a game at every baseball stadium.
Cool.
And so he
That's
needs
awesome.
to do Minute Maid. So I was like, all right, come for the drift event. We'll do the drift event during the day. Evening, we'll go to the Astros game because it's all
What's-
pretty close to each other where
What's Minute
the drift
Maid?
event is. Minute Maid's the Astros stadium.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah, it's Minute Maid Stadium.
As of when?
Oh, while back.
Really? We were talking about that last night.
Astrodome closed down in 1994.
It did? Shit, man.
Uh-huh.
The Killer Bees? Jeff Bagwell?
And then Minute Maid Stadium was open. I don't
It's
know
been
when
a
it was
long
open.
time.
I didn't know that. And we were talking about baseball stadiums last night because Brew Show, you're going to like this. I'm going to go to Wrigley Field this year. And
Yeah.
Wrigley Field and Fenway are the longest,
2000.
oldest stadiums, I guess.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Wrigley and Fenway.
Yeah, because Yankee
Which
Stadium
one's-
went across the street, right? They opened up shop
Street,
just
right.
across the
yeah,
way.
Fenway's definitely one of the oldest.
That
for
doesn't
sure.
count. Yeah, so it's got to be Wrigley and Fenway and I don't know, maybe Baltimore, the Orioles.
Wrigley? Which one's that one?
Cubs.
Cuz,
It
come on,
is.
Braj. The
Oh,
plants
yeah.
out there.
They
Sammy
they
Sosa.
just like
Edge.
in the recent years they've really renovated like the outside area and stuff. So it has like a new feel, but once you get inside, it's got that classic feel for sure.
Gnome is my age. You remember the plants in outfield, yeah?
Oh, it's still there.
There's
Wrigley?
no way.
Yeah,
They
the
actually,
hedge is still
Vines?
there.
no,
Yeah.
they actually
Oh, yeah.
had where you could run into plants in the outfield on the warning track.
I don't know about that.
Do you remember that,
That's
Trent?
amazing.
No, wait, what?
There was plants at the warning track, and you could run right into it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll pull it up
No.
right now.
But we used to get the there was rooftops that you could buy, bleacher seats and go drink bottomless drinks, bottomless food
Hells
on the
yeah.
rooftops and watch the games from outside of the stadium. But
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
pretty
them
crazy.
are blocked now. They put up like giant billboards and stuff.
Build,
that block.
Yeah, so can you see that? Here, I'll send it to you
No.
guys.
No.
Did you ever watch the mini documentary on 10-cent beer night?
Yes.
Oh my god, like pure madness. What did they
Yeah.
expect was going to happen?
All right.
And what's funny is it was a total failure, and there was tons of arrests, and they did it like a couple years later.
Right.
They tried it again.
It's insane.
What up, Beerquaz? He's saying Wrigley is second. Zach Pearson's a Cubs fan.
Oh,
Orioles is 90s. Dodgers is third oldest. Yeah, Dodgers is old as shit. What up, Jerry Woodward? What's up, everybody? Good to see we still got Bodine's Brews here. Yeah, ivy on the walls. Check your phones, guys. I just sent you a picture.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's not like that now, right?
I gotta look.
Probably
yeah.
not.
Yeah. Yeah. grows throughout the year.
Yeah,
So it
that's what I
like
mean,
dies back and then it grows back each year.
Okay, so they kept the
That is
vibe.
yes, the outfield wall.
Good to see Jagger still here. So what are you guys brewing next? What's going on?
I'm going to be doing a split batch sour. I'm going to try and do that half of it pickled beer, the other half of it fruited sour.
Are you gonna go the diabetes route?
nice.
Put a pound of gummy worms in there.
Definitely not.
3 pounds of
So
gummies.
what are you doing for pickle beer?
I'm going to try and do what is it? High Wire does.
I've done a pickle beer.
Well, I'm basically going to make my own. Sorry. Oh, everybody drink.
Yeah, you gotta drink
I'm going to
this.
make my own pickle juice basically and put it in the keg and then rack the beer on top of it.
Nice.
Why don't you just add dill and vinegar? It's kind of the same thing. I mean, I don't know. Live your life, man.
I mean,
I,
it's pretty simple. I mean, like that is like gonna be your pickling juice, right?
And
But
a
like
ton of salt.
you can add some other stuff. I would like add like peppercorn or like red chili flakes to your pickling solution, as well as like salt. Don't with since you're mixing it with the beer, don't go too heavy on the salt.
Yeah.
But
I sent you
because like
guys. I did a couple different batches like a month ago, and the
Right.
juice was so good I was like just drinking it.
The dill
Hell
pickle
yeah.
thing is such a weird beer because I feel like it sells out everywhere. Everybody does it seasonally, and it's a big hit. Is not the hot ones. Sometimes they do the hot dill pickle beer, and I don't like those. But if you take the peppers out, I could drink that all day. But you'll never see it in circulation unless it's a local thing. You'll never see a dill pickle beer in regional or global.
only one I know that I see like
Seems like
constant is
the market's
the
wide
Martin
open.
Brew House.
The which one?
They have the
Martin
Martin Brew House, Martin House Brewing. They do what Mrs. Maid or whatever that brand.
Best made.
Best Made, yeah. They
Shout out
have
to
a
Hannah.
Best Made pickle beer
Best made pickle beer.
that they sell year round.
Texas Goza 4.7 ABV, $10.99. I'd imagine it's a 4-pack. That's already
6-pack. It says
Really?
6-pack of
okay. I
12
have
ounce
seen
cans.
this one. Yeah, I've definitely seen this one. How is this one?
It's all right. It's not bad.
Balanced. For
Is it-
pickle beer.
Is
I
it-
like the high wire one better.
Ours was really
Same
good.
here. To me, that's my favorite.
It
killed it?
Did you guys have the one over at Crafty Bastard?
Yes.
Theirs
so,
is
no.
really pickly. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like one step up from just
Super
drinking.
heavy on the pickle. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're drinking pickle juice. Maybe you do. I love
Right.
dill pickles, but I still didn't. I thought Crafty's was too much. Great beer, though.
It felt like it was a little bit too close to vinegar for me.
Yeah, and I don't know why they both got rid of them. I mean, what season is pickle season? Summer?
Summer. That's like a lawnmower beer.
Cucumber, right?
Yeah. I know there's a company out in New Braunfels Brewing Company. They make like a 9% one, but you can only get that in-house
That's a lot.
on tap.
That's a
I'm like,
lot.
that's great.
Because it's really just a goza. I mean, it's a sour beer.
It's supposed to be that, yeah.
bunch of salt.
There's a name there which could get like X-rated, but
Give it
it's a
to us.
9% pickle beer.
I'm failing to make the connection.
I
Never
brewed
mind.
a saison a couple months ago, bottled only half of it, and was too lazy to finish bottling, so it just stayed in the bucket. And then like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "What am I gonna do with this? It's not rotten." So I dumped some dill and pickle juice in there, and I'm gonna see what happens, and hopefully enter it as a spice herb vegetable entry and maybe experimental. We'll see. It could taste like shit.
That's
Only
how
one
it
way to find
starts.
out.
Yeah, I think every trend originally starts out as trial and error
Just
or a
fucking around,
or a
yeah.
mistake. What up, Party Time Brewing? Great hat,
Hey.
T Rent. Is he rocking a Party Time hat, or is that Bad Boy
No,
Club?
he's rocking the PBR hat.
That's blue rib.
Actually, it's
Is it?
best pizza?
Oh,
best
shit,
pizza in
no.
Brew.
Oh, all right. That was my old
made me
stomping
sad.
grounds in Oceanside, man. Is that the one you go to?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it was like what, $8 for pizza, or like a beer and a hat. So it's like,
yeah,
I'll get a hat.
and they do beer nights on Wednesday where you can get a craft beer for $3 or $4. And we used to clean house. We used to go in there and just, and it's cool because it's not that busy.
Yeah.
Just go late night. Just go when all the families leave. You can go in there. You can get drunk and full for $20 in California. You can't do that at too
Right.
many places in San Diego.
Right.
Yeah. So no, Trent, I'm coming down. I'm gonna try to go to Mexico, maybe in the same day as the Padre game. Probably a bad idea.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody wants to go to Tijuana with me on Thursday or Friday. They want to do it on Saturday. But that's a day, man. That's like some Harold and Kumar shit. Tijuana
Right.
and a Padre game in the same day.
All you
Yeah,
need to
sounds
do
like
is
a
stop
lot.
at White Castle. and
That's
you
like
got
a
it complete.
Ferris Bueller part 2, man. Like how many things can you do in one day? They go to a baseball game in Ferris Bueller. Or they go to Wrigley Stadium,
Cubs.
yeah? Yeah,
Yeah.
they go to a Cubs game. Hell yeah, man. Yeast of the Barrage. I'm submitting my Munich Dunkel. Hell yeah, Yeast. Hope all is well, brother. Another Texas native in the house. How to pickle vodka at Deep Elam Distillery in Dallas, Texas. A lot of Texas love in here.
I mean,
Since we're talking about weird beers, I'm making a mushroom beer.
Ooh.
Or at least I'm putting mushrooms into a beer.
magic mushrooms?
Mushrooms or
No.
like truffle sauce?
Like,
Chanterelles.
What's that?
They're like they're more on like the fruity side. Like they have like an apricot-y like flavor to them, I guess.
I don't know if that
I don't
sounds
know.
better or worse.
Yeah, well, I'm putting it into like a hazy, so maybe it'll kind of like mask it a little bit. But I'm hoping like bring some of the apricot flavor into it.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm brewing a Yingling clone. I'm going to do a collab with Adam Makes Beer, kind of how Dissolver did one with Clawhammer. And he's got an award-winning recipe, so I've got that on the horizon. With a hop I've never used before, Hersbrucker. Am I saying that right?
I think you are. Herbsrucker.
It's like 4% alpha acid, very low. Yeah, he's been great. You know, he hit me up. He sent me a bunch of recipes. Which one do I want to do? He's got some very, not avant-garde styles, like recipes that he's won awards with, but like hibiscus wheat ale and something like that. Not that that's too far-fetched, but that's a lot to have a 5-gallon batch of that. But with an amber lager, I mean, it's pretty
fantastic.
universal. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a Yingling clone a little bit back when I first started getting into pressure fermentation.
What'd you use for yeast?
I
Safe lager?
think I used 3470, and then first couple times, and the most recent time, I think I used American lager yeast, White Labs.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to make that video when I come back, and I'm going to build that brew stand for the Clawhammer system and all that stuff. What do you brew on, Hannah?
I'm using a mash and boil.
Okay.
I
what
do
Trevor had.
5-gallon batches. Keep it small.
Same with, I think, everyone here, except for Gnome's got kind of a
No, yeah.
bigger system. How are you?
The channel was saying to upgrade to Clawhammer, but I'm gonna have to put some pennies aside for that.
I would just rock it till the wheels come off. Don't upgrade or change anything up until you break it. Because there's really no reason to upgrade to Clawhammer, because I think we all do 5-gallon batches on that system as well.
Yeah.
Trent just brewed on that. How's your Clawhammer system working, Trent?
I like it a lot. I mean, it definitely automates a lot of it. I don't have to sit there and because I was doing brewing a bag just with the propane before. And
Right.
you having to stir the mash, turn on the burner, check the temperature. So it definitely automates the mash side of things. But I only have 120 volts, so it takes a while to get things heated and
The
poured.
temp, yeah.
But no blown
Totally.
fuses or none of the sort
No.
like that? All
No.
right. I wish all of us had the same story, but
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what, 3 fuses blown by now, I think?
Jeez.
yeah.
Did you just run it at 100% power all the time?
No, I don't. Like, when I blow a fuse, it's when it's bringing the water up to mash temp. That's the only time it's blown the fuse. It's like when I bring it to boil or during boil, when I'm running it at 100%, it's okay.
Yeah, I've got the link for that. I mean, Alios has it too. He sent it for me, but it's just a good thing to have on hand in case you do blow a fuse, because Alios has changed those out on the fly a couple times now. A little bit more often than he'd like. Sparger
Yeah.
Brewing, Brewzilla for the win.
Reminds me of like working on cars a bit. I'm just like, all right, we'll just swap in a new fuse here.
Just traded an old beater truck for a claw hammer. Pretty stoked. Yeah, I miss Clawhammer's YouTube channel. I know that he told me he was going to cut back on the video content, but I feel like he has, and we don't keep in touch as much.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I always look forward to his videos.
They're always great. Yeah.
What was their last video?
I don't even remember.
And I talked to him a lot when I was doing my month sober thing because he wanted to do the video because I kind of stole that idea from Martin. It's such a popular video, though, just going sober for 30 days. But, Martin did the
drinking
for 30 days. And I was like, I'm gonna do the impossible. I'm going to do the opposite of this. But Kyle was like, dude, I'm 44 years old. I'm in peak physical condition for my age and height. Like, I can't really do this video. And I was like, well, you should have Emmett do it. And he's like, Emmett's not going to fucking go sober for a month and try to, hit the gym every day in a row. And I was like, I don't know what else to tell you, man. And then I text with Emmett more now than with Kyle. But I don't know. I'm due for an Asheville trip. I got to go out there. That's not really a vacation. I can go out there and back in the same day. But yeah, I don't talk to him as much since he hasn't put out as much content, but that's just kind of how it goes with a lot of brew tubers. Sometimes they stop putting out content and you don't hear from them for a while or sometimes ever, like Pros with Peter or Short Circuited.
We got
a year-long hype.
Portly Gentleman back.
Portly is in the house. I got to get Portly on.
No. I'm saying he's making videos again.
Was he in here? Can we get him on the stream tonight? Bradley. Is there anybody in there? Can we get you on, Braj?
Wow.
Is he in here?
Yeah, he posted about it 2 minutes ago.
Blink twice. Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Bradley, what's going on, man? Love to have you on. We'll make this thing even. 3 top, 3 bottom.
Yeah.
Philip Stevenson, alias, get a Blue Seas fuse holder and replace the Clawhammer one. You can get them from West Marine or online. Shout out to Philip Stevenson. Good looking out, Braj.
I'll check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take that same information.
Did you try just asking them to send you a new one?
Fuse or something?
A new box.
No, I haven't asked them for that.
Is that too tall of an order for an easy fix?
I feel like that's too much for me to do.
I feel like they would do
I'm
it.
not an influencer or anything here, so.
You're influencing me right now, man. I'm influenced. I'm easily influenced. Portly, what's up, dude? Let's get you in here, man.
Let's see. Oh, Portly Gentleman is here. What is it called? Blue Seas Fuse.
Did you read what Bodine's Brews wrote? I ordered an Anvil system last Christmas, and they were nice enough to send me 2 of them for the price of 1. Damn.
That's cool.
Does that work?
Yeah.
On accident.
Come up of the year. Portly Gentleman, can't tonight, but next time or whenever. Yeah, I'd love to get you on, Portly. Good job at the channel. Everything's set up like how it was in your last spot before you moved up to NorCal when you were living in LA.
Marine.
Looking good. But
I run one of these on my car.
Hey Hannah, so we've been to Austin, Nomanai, and Alias. Trent, have you been to Austin?
I have, yeah. South by Southwest.
All right, there you go. Have you been to the?
Southwest is going on right now, I believe.
Yeah.
What is that, like half
It
off?
started last weekend,
What is it?
and I avoided downtown like the plague. Last weekend, I had friends in town for a drift event, and I was like, let's go downtown. I'm like, South by Southwest is going downtown. I
What
am
is that?
not going anywhere near downtown. It's
like
like
a
a
film festival.
music, like tech, art, like
Film.
kind of thing.
Okay.
And people travel from all around country/world for concerts and tech talks and TED talks and shit like that. And
It's like a Comic-Con
Austin's
vibe.
downtown is, huh?
It's like a Comic-Con vibe. It brings in like 100,000 people.
Kinda, yeah. But like also how small Austin is, like especially downtown, like it brings out like some of the worst people too. Like it brings out a bunch of the homeless folks and the crackheads and shit like that.
Just the riffraff.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just like anyway, like I was just like I'm gonna take toll roads to avoid having to drive through downtown if I'm going south or anything like that.
Yeah, That's how it was in Tampa Bay. There was something going on when we were there that weekend. They said stay out of it. Some Grand Prix or some NASCAR thing. So I know what you're talking about. But anyways, Hannah, have you been to the breweries that we've been to? Do you know about Meanwhile and Lazarus and Zilker? Do you make it out to...
Done Zilker. It's been a while since I've been to Austin. I've done Jester King, of course.
We didn't
but
do that.
Haven't been out there in a while.
No, we didn't.
No, Jester King's the one everybody talks about.
And I got roasted for not taking them to it.
Talks about the most, yeah. But that's kind of out of the blue, right?
Yeah, it's not really, like, city
really
proper.
far out of, like, it's away from town kind of thing. It's about like 20, 30 minutes away from town. And like there's nothing else around it, right?
It's got a farm vibe.
Yeah.
But like it's a nice place, really cool vibe, good food, good drinks, like good times, you know.
But what's
like
the
next
catch?
time you guys are here?
What draws people out there? Is it a sour
It's their
beer?
It's their beers, yeah.
It's
It's their
just the
sour
beer.
beers. It's their farmhouse ales kind of thing.
Okay.
Just how, because like they'll get yeast from, like they do a lot of open fermentation, and they'll get yeast from like their barns that they have, and like kind of get clusters of yeast from there, and put
It's
it
just
in their
a
beers in.
Killer atmosphere though.
Yeah, and it's a really good vibe, like big open area.
Live music.
They have like little like farm animals there too, so like goats and whatnot, so you can see them, and
They
it's
do the
really
goat
family
yoga.
friendly.
Goga.
Goat yoga, yeah. Yoga.
Goat
Like
yoga?
wood-fired pizza, spent grain pizza, that kind of stuff.
No, I definitely want to check it out next time I'm in Austin for sure. That'd probably be the number one place I'd want to go to. But
Now that like you guys have
Austin,
been
come
to Austin,
Houston.
now that
It's in Houston.
wait, what's up? Houston?
Oh, I said skip Austin. Just come to Houston.
I would imagine Houston's got some badass breweries there too, because they're the biggest city in Texas, yeah? Or Dallas
Correct.
or DFW.
Yeah. No, it's us.
Aus-
Houston.
Houston's bigger than Dallas,
I
yeah.
always get Austin and Houston confused. They're like
I mean, I guess if you
cousin-sounding to
can
me.
combine Fort Worth and Dallas, maybe they're big. It's bigger,
DFW.
but that's still two cities.
But I would imagine the breweries in Houston are like the breweries in Austin, just the biggest breweries I've ever seen. Everyone's got their own kitchen, huge 30
Some
barrel
of the big
systems everywhere.
Breweries in and Houston got bought out too, like Carbach and St. Arnold's and all of them.
I mean, there's a good mix. There's still some pretty small mom and pop ones that are trying to make it.
Yeah.
Why
But a few that
specifically
come up-
Houston?
Why?
Yeah, like why this city is getting more bought out than other cities?
Oh, they've been around for a bit, and they just grew big.
Yeah,
They were kind of one of the earlier breweries that opened in Houston and Texas, and they just whatchamacallit, they were just prime for the picking.
Well, they were built to be bought out. They had that in
Yeah.
their plan.
I know that. I was
I
thinking
think-
about that. Is it better to grow or just sell out? You know, nobody wants to be referred to as selling out, but that could be the ultimate touchdown.
I mean, be a big money bag, right?
I mean, there's so many breweries now that, like when Adam Makes Beer was talking about, everything's just getting localized and everything's just turning into bars, local bars, industrial park bars, that these breweries would dream to sell out, but it's not even going to be there. It's never going to be there. I don't think Big Beer
Yeah.
buying breweries like how they used to. It's almost a surprise when you hear now that a brewery sells out. But 7 or 8 years
Yeah.
ago, it was like, I felt like everybody was going to sell out. Budweiser was just going to own everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Ron
that
Barnes is asking, what are your favorite breweries in Houston that you recommend?
Okay, so that's gonna depend, like, what style are you really into? And then, like, for me, what's the weather like? If it's cold, I want a stout. Summertime, I might be more saison or hef. If you're a Belgian fan or a sour fan, True Anomaly is in the Edo area,
You
east
like
of
your
downtown.
Belgians.
They're badass. If you're a stout or a West Coast IPA fan, Brash Brewing is in the Heights area. If you're a just like a beer flavored beer person
I like
and
those.
want solid lagers. Gosh, I'm blanking on their name. Matt Jaggers. Remind me of that other brewery in Edo. Help a girl out.
I want to sell out.
They used to be
Eighth
called
Wonder?
Sigma. Now I'm blanking on what they're called. But yeah, Matt, if you can put that in the chat.
Eighth
If you're
Wonder?
a hazy IPA fan, Spindle Tap Brewery is like
Oh,
continually
Spindle Tap, yeah.
putting out great beer. But that's kind of like their go-to style for everything. There's not a lot of variety, in my opinion. But and also Houston's huge. Like, I don't know the
It's
actual
so-
mileage, but it's probably like 30 square miles. It's insane. So you can't do like a hop around brewery tour necessarily. There's not really a neighborhood that is super clustered
Yeah.
to just like walk.
It's not like Knoxville or Asheville.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Like you're driving everywhere in Houston for sure. Like
That's
you're either driving or you're Ubering and
Yeah.
$60. No, and I'm going to make a YouTube video on the best cities that I've been to for beer. And that's a big thing now, because you have to
Yeah.
look at so much stuff now to go to breweries that you want to go. Back in the day, it was like, hey, I just want to go who's got the best beer, whether it's Cigar City or Burial or whatever. Now it's like, I want to know if it's
if I can get
walkable.
other places, yeah.
Yeah, I want to know if there's kids screaming or if it's a Chuck E. Cheese vibe. I want to know if they have coffee. I want to know about all this stuff now. And I didn't even think about these things a couple of years ago. But when I really started traveling in these last couple of years, these are as big as the beer, and I love, like and there's nothing wrong or right about this. Like Alias is like, Knoxville's too small. It's just too small for me to live. I love small, big cities. Not like Reno small or like Tahoe small, but one step up from that. No, you liked Knoxville, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I liked
but
Austin too, but Knoxville was more my like. I don't like big cities. Like,
But-
I don't even like Boston.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay and
I
San
enjoyed
Diego.
Knoxville, but I couldn't live there.
Right, so it's a beer destination, but it's just too small. I mean, you've got
Right.
Like hobbies, yeah. And I don't know,
But the thing is, like,
a couple golf
Tennessee
courses.
does have good golf, so I'm
It's
like,
got golf.
that would keep me there for a bit. But like with cars, I guess barbecue would keep me there. But I'm not too big fan of their style barbecue. But that's all good.
But it's
Well,
Neither,
can you just make
neither
your
here or
own?
there.
just make your own, man. Brown
That's
Man
true.
Barbecue.
That's neither here nor neither there.
Let's light this crowd candle. Juan Barajas here for Alias. Juan, I'm here for you, dog. But that's a big thing because in Tampa Bay, San Diego, and Austin, everything is so spread out, especially in San Diego. And-
Even Tampa Bay was that way too. Okay.
Oh, dude,
I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, we were going across that bridge every day.
Oh, constantly, eh?
Yeah, St. Pete's and Clearwater and Tampa Bay are like Anaheim to San Diego to, I don't know. But you're looking at about $30, $35 Ubers kind of everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Unless you're just, going home from the local place. But no, it's nothing at
Right.
all like Knoxville or Asheville. And I got to go spend another weekend in Asheville and just hit all the breweries that I haven't hit before. Later, Chris Radiation. Are all the homebrewers into barbecue too? I love barbecue. It's my new favorite food, and I've never cooked it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, when you guys come back to Austin, we'll cook some barbecue.
Oh, you do it.
Nashville is crazy. Nashville's too crazy for me, Brett Beard. It's a great city, but it's like Vegas and New Orleans, but at noon. Like daytime crazy.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Bachelorette party of the universe.
Yeah, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand how that became a thing, but it definitely is.
But the music
That
there is
truck-
killer in Nashville, and it's kind of got that vibe. Like you go to Nashville and everyone's trying to make it. It's kind of like Maroon 5 bands or country stuff.
Yeah.
New Orleans is kind of the same way, but it's not about making it or being on American Idol. They just play jazz music. It's about just it's about like the love or the culture or the soul. So
The
there's
vibe, yeah.
so much live music, but it's just different. Who'd we lose?
Hannah.
Bruce. Oh, Hannah.
Hannah Montana. She's out.
But yeah,
Haven't been to Memphis. Heard great things though.
Did I talk to you guys about
Look, I'm gonna
Barbecue
be
Austin
honest.
yet?
I don't really like beer that much.
What happened?
No.
Barbecue Austin, the competition I did.
Yeah, what's going on with that, man?
So we got the results back and everything. So, and I placed 168 out of 226.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Or is that
Not bad. For my first time competing, I was
Is that
okay
really
with it.
bad?
There's that many people though. That's
a lot, yeah.
I'm kidding, Elias.
250 registered cooks, only 226 cooks turned something in.
Oh wow.
That's
Really?
interesting as well.
That means almost 25 people weren't able to get their meats in time, or they weren't able to make a submission.
Yeah.
I thought Chris Radiation took off, man. He just dropped an alias on us. Adam makes beer. And by beer, I mean children. Much love, Chris. Thanks, Barrage. No, shout out to you, Alias. Badass, man. That's cool. And
That's cool.
But yeah, my chicken was 162 out of 226. Brisket was 197 out of 226, and I know why I overcooked it. Like, taste was beautiful, but my presentation was hurting because like it just kept falling apart when I sliced, and it was just like I couldn't get like my beautiful slices that I wanted. But like on taste, on my score, like they were all like either 9 or 10. And then ribs was 127 out of 226. So
hey now. Hey now.
yes.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
Here's
I don't really
the,
like
here's
beer
the
that
thing,
much.
Barrage. You don't want to win it your first year.
Yeah.
You know, give yourself
But like,
2-3
I'm going
years.
against some of the best cooks in all of Texas, right? I'm going against cooks who do this like almost every other weekend, right?
You're going against actual commercial.
I'm going against people. No, not commercial, because like people
Frankie
like
Blacks,
Franklin's
Terry
Barbecue,
Blacks.
like they won't do competition because competition barbecue is different than what you serve on public, right? Like it's
How's it different?
overseasoned. It's overseasoned. It's injected. It's like you dip, like you glaze your brisket. Like
Trent, close your ears. Brew Show, close your ears. Hear no evil, see no evil. Vegan
No,
vibe
it's very
IPA, baby.
different. Like,
Yeah. Hit the,
the
mute.
brisket I cooked for
The vegan mute
my
button.
comp, I would never serve to like my friends and family. Like it's over dramatic kind of thing, right? I keep it very simple because the flavor of like the meat
Well, shit,
and the
man,
seasoning
you could
needs
serve it up
be
to me all
balanced.
you want, dog. You kidding me? You kidding me?
Because like competition barbecue is like the judges only take one bite of your meat, right? And then they have to judge you on one bite, not a whole plate, not a
yeah,
whole
there's
slice.
only so much food
one
they can
bite.
eat.
Because they eat so much already.
Right.
And so yeah, it was a whole new experience for me, but I was really happy with my ribs because like it was a rub. I used my own rub that like I put together, and then I made my own glaze for the ribs, and the glaze I used my sour ale. I used some of my sour ale to make that glaze.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
So I was really, really happy with how that turned out.
Good job, man. You got balls to do that. I've never done any
Thanks,
competition
man.
in my life. I think I did like a karate competition when I was 9, and I sat in gum, and I did a performance, and everybody laughed at me, and I didn't know why until later. So I'm never going to do a competition ever again, man. But I got a super chat here from Juvenal Hernandez. Good to see him here still tonight. Tip $10, super chat. San Diego is checked in. Cheers. So we got 3 San Diegos. We got the Bras Show, we've got Juvenal, and myself. And I'll be in town in like 8 days.
Are you guys meeting up?
Hell yeah, we're meeting up. I'm going to try to get Trent down to Mexico, but he doesn't have a passport.
You're gonna sneak me in?
We'll figure something
You have
out.
a passport card?
Just walk backwards.
No, if you don't
Yeah.
have a passport, you're not going to have a passport card. No one just signs up for the passport card. Usually
I know
that's
people who do have the passport card, but not the passport.
that means they waited like 4 months for a passport card when they could have just
No,
gotten
passport card you can get a lot faster than you can get than the book.
Not me. I'm still waiting on both.
Well, because you ordered both at the same time, right?
True. I don't know if it's like a COVID
That's why
thing
they're
or
gonna
something.
give it to you at the same time.
I'm on the COVID program where it's just, I don't know. You'll get it when you
Wait,
get
so
it.
With the chest hair out.
You don't have one, and you're still trying to go to Mexico?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about
Oh my
that.
God, this guy.
Nah. Well, I was banking on it showing up by now. Damn, I didn't even think about that. But I still do
Did
have
you do your? How long has it been?
shit. 2 months?
You should be coming in like within the next couple weeks, and at least next week. for
What up,
sure.
Eric Nelson? We were drinking beers with him. Me and Omer hanging out with him. It's
You
got to
could
be
probably
here.
get into Mexico, but I think getting out of Mexico without a passport would be tough.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
getting
people
in
that
isn't the hard part. I think it's coming back home.
yeah, and I know a lot of people that get out of it with a driver's license if you look Anglo enough, but it's still just a stupid move to do, you know? Like if a cop or federale or border patrol guy wants to be a dick, you're in his world, you know? So it's good to have
Right.
everything that
Yeah.
yeah.
Go live with Raul.
Go there with who?
Go live with Raul if you get stuck.
Oh, Hell Brews.
Elbrews.
Hope he's doing well. Skizzoz, the Brew Show, legit production. I agree, Skizzoz.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Fix CH's truck. What's wrong with CH's truck?
Nothing, man. My truck is like Johnny
Good old taco.
Indestructible. Hell yeah.
Let's turbocharge it.
Flying into San Diego. I'll be in San Diego March 28th to April 3rd. Pretty much Tuesday through Monday. Almost a week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But we're coming up on an hour here for those who just got here. What's going on? We got new blood in the stream tonight. This is Hannah out there in Texas.
Howdy.
Yeah. Do you have a goal for any of this homebrew stuff? Do you want to open up a brewery one day or start a YouTube channel?
Beer.
No brewery for me.
Definitely no brewery.
No. No. I just want to keep making better beer. That's kind of been my goal since I started brewing more
That's the
seriously a year ago.
perfect answer.
Just to improve every batch.
Yeah. No
And
need to
then my
monetize
club-
beer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, like our club 2 weeks ago did a fundraiser for a local animal rescue group. We brewed beer, used the spent grain to make dog treats, and then we sold the dog treats and gave all the money to the rescue. So, like,
Awesome.
that's
cool.
really the only thing. Either make good beer or do good was kind of my goal, and money
Those are-
isn't important.
It's a good
Some good
answer.
goals.
Yeah, and I'm kind of on that brewlosophy vibe too, where he's like, I like the beer culture bigger than the beer. You know, Marshall's like, I never want to open up a brewery. I don't matter if I win a medal. I don't need to really monetize beer. You know, I make beer just because I made a good batch. I don't think it needs to take over the world now.
Yeah.
He makes a little bit of money. You know, the YouTube guys, we make a little bit of money, but it's more so passion than anything. It's just a pure beer.
The love of
Yeah.
the sport.
I mean, I've gotten a taste of winning medals, and I'm very type A, like goal driven, and so that's been nice. And the club, once you start winning medals, the club was like, okay, let's see if we can invest in you a little bit more and keep getting medals so that the club gets the honor. And so that's fun, but that's not really my end game. That's not the point.
Just a hobby, just a passion project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun. It I do want to try to get more women, more
Please do.
minorities or people of color like involved in brewing.
Brown Men
A
Brewing.
lot of people look like UCH, which is totally cool, but
Ahoy.
would
Hello.
love to bring more people into the fold because beer is awesome and the community's great.
Yeah, again, I'm with Marshall 110%. I mean, I think the beer culture's rad. I think that it's damn near impossible to go to a beer hangout and have a bad time. Knowing about beer, brewing beer, talking about beer is fun as shit. And glad you're here. Glad you're hanging out. I mean, I don't really brew it anymore, but I still make YouTube videos about me with my shirt off trying to lose weight. But
Right.
Didn't you have a claw hammer, don't you? Are you using that?
I have a claw hammer. I have a claw hammer system, but I'm not going to brew on it until I get back from San Diego. I'm definitely a poser when it comes to homebrewing these days. I travel a lot, and it fucks everything up with brewing or hosting somebody. You really need to be kind of home and looking at stuff. I don't like brewing and then taking off for a week and coming back and just praying for the best. And I'm the type of guy, like when I go on vacation for a week, I unplug everything in my house. I just unplug everything, and I don't want beer going in a chest freezer for a week. And I know it's not going to be a problem. It's just a peace of mind thing. So when I come back from this San Diego trip, I'm going to hit the ground running a little bit harder. I'm going to build a stand for my claw hammer thing. Like I said, I was talking to Oliaz about the fuses, and if something goes wrong, I'll have some stuff on standby. And I'm not going to do any no chill thing. I'm just going to, cool my wort as fast as I can with a plate chiller. And I'm excited to make that collab video with Adam Makes Beer. And that dude's on a grind. Like when that guy came in, because he was hitting me up on Facebook, hey, can we collab, or can I come on Wednesday? And I was like, no, because I was just thinking of like the brew cabins and the pros with Peters, and you're not going to be around in a little bit. Exact opposite. That dude's on a grind like I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. What up, Austin? What's going on? All right, I'm going to go in for a beer. Should we all drink the same style? What should we get?
Ooh.
Sour, hazy, lager.
I'm drinking a sour right now.
You're doing
Belgian.
sour?
My sour.
Are you doing
This is my
Belgian?
sour.
That's your sour? That sour looks delicious.
Belgian double.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. Brusho, you're drinking your robot beer?
Yeah, beer. I can grab a sour though.
We don't have to drink the same beer. Gnomski.
So
I wish I had a sour. I could go for one, but I don't have any at the moment. I just have like hazies and dark lager.
I'll get a hazy. BRB. Nobody go anywhere.
Can you send me a dark lager? That'd be great.
I'll text it to you.
Hannah, what are your like go-to beers that you brew? You said you have a few recipes that you've been.
So it's kind of wacky. I've never brewed the same recipe twice yet.
Yeah, I'm
So I'm kind of going through all the styles to see what do I like doing and what am I decent at. I've had some luck with Belgian single, pale ale, and Rogan beer. And I only brewed the Rogan beer to try and medal because it's a lower entry count category. I absolutely hate rye and don't want to drink it. I still have Rogan beers at home, and I'm trying to get rid of them any way I can.
Yeah, that's it. It's a unique style. I feel like you don't really see that anywhere.
Yeah, it's special.
I don't think I've ever had one.
All right, I'm back. We're just happy.
Yeah.
Is it 100% rye, or I don't know?
No,
Rye
I think
is so gummy. It's such a
the
weird.
grain bill supposed to be max maybe 40-50% rye. I did 33% knowing that I wasn't a rye fan, trying to find some balance.
Does anybody think that rye beers smell like hay, or am I the only one? Because they're definitely different.
I think the max amount I've used is probably like 10% in the saison, so I don't really have much experience with it, to be honest.
I love rye.
When you're done drinking it, smell the empty glass, and you're gonna feel like you're in a fucking stable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
That's what they call horse blanket, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. That's just what I smell.
Right.
Oh,
Horse-
I'll have to
You
take
gotta
it.
love when a beer is described as horse blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Roswells? What's up, Braj? Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to the Brew Show. It's coming up on 30,000 subscribers, man. And I think you'll get it
Hey,
with this video,
congratulations.
man. Well deserved, too.
Thanks.
And I saw my buddy
you.
Sean, who Gnome and Alias know from Merchants of Beer, left you a comment on your Instagram, Southwest Shenanigans.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, he's a great
Oh,
dude.
nice.
He's a Padres fan, too. He's a funny dude, man. He took me to the show.
Funny guy.
He's funny as shit. Do you guys remember when I took you to Scruffy City Music Hall, where we were up top and we were looking down at that stage?
Yep.
Yes.
You remember that? It's like the three-story places, the college
Yeah,
bars,
like they had like the church
medieval church vibe, kind of like
vibe. Yeah.
So last night he's like, "Hey, I got these chicks lined up. Let's go see some stand-up comedy at Scruffy City." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." So we go there, and you know how it's kind of like Gangs of New York or like any opera where you can have seats that look down on it.
Yeah.
we're sitting up there. I actually posted it on my YouTube story because YouTube, you can do social media
Yeah,
now.
the stories. Yeah.
Holy shit. We showed up and it wasn't stand-up comedy. It was it was like, have you ever seen the movie The Big Lebowski where that guy tells the dude to go to his play and it's like grown men like jumping and dancing and frolicking?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Show, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
It was exactly like that. And after our second beer, we're like, are we all on the same page right now? Can we all get the fuck out of here? Everyone looked at each other like, yes, right now. I didn't know this was like, C-list, whose line is it anyway? I thought it was stand-up comedy. Last time I listened to this, dude. Check out my YouTube story. It was cool, though. I mean, it was all still good people and stuff like that. But
I feel like good people make weird nights like that a lot better. For sure.
yeah, it's not where you go. It's who you're with. Let me pull this shit
Yeah,
up.
hanging out with Sean's a good time for sure.
Yeah, I want to try to get him to San Diego one of these times, but it's a lot tougher for him to take off work than it is for me. I've got like 6 or 7 employees at the place that I work at. He's got 4. But anyway, yeah.
Wait, is he from San Diego originally?
He was stationed there. He did a couple tours, and then he came back and was stationed there. But he's from New Mexico.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, he fell in love with the Padres, which is weird because they weren't good until a couple of years ago. So that's cool. So he liked them when they sucked,
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett Beard, Irish Red, ready for Friday. Right on, Brett.
Hell yeah.
Right on, brother.
Did you guys see my story that I had those 18 cases of beer?
I saw
Yeah.
that coming up, man.
I don't really like
What
beer
kind
What
that
are you
much.
gonna do with that?
I'm pretty much stocked for the rest of the year whenever I'm hosting anything or friends are over or I'm going out to like a festival or whatever. Like, just take one of those.
What's
Yeah.
the story behind that?
Just left over?
So, yeah, so
Wow.
all the beer we give out at during Barbecue Austin, all of that's donated, right? So we do not have a license to sell that beer because it's all a donation. And so our team was donated 100 cases of beer, not 100 pallets. And so
100 pallets sounds better.
yeah, I know, right? That would have been fantastic. And so we give out beer. We get people who are TABC to, like, if they have a wristband, they're allowed to get alcohol. And all the money that they give us is donations to Rodeo Austin Foundation, which is scholarships and things like that for kids. And so like all the so it's a $10 entry, $15 parking. So within less than $25 if you're coming with friends, like you get all you can drink, and whenever there's free, then all the food samples are all free as well too. And all you just do is just throw a couple bucks here and there into the donation buckets. And so at the end of the event, some teams, like, because our team is decently big, so our tent is big, but we were only given 100 cases, whereas other teams that are way smaller than us also got 100 cases, and so they end up with way more beer than they know what to do with. So on Sunday, when we're tearing down and cleaning up and stuff like that, I always go around with my car and be like, hey, can I grab some of them? He's like, yeah, sure, take whatever you want. And so I'll
Nice.
just fill up my car. And there's
Is it a
some
bunch of Lone Star?
it's so one of the distributors for Miller's Coors. So some of it's like Coors Light, Miller Lite, but Blue Moon was on there. So there I got like the Blue Moon Hazy IPA,
They make it
Revolver.
hazy?
Yeah, I
didn't
think
know
so.
that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad.
Huh.
And then Revolver Beers, which is a Texas beer, they're also part of the distribution brand. So they had like that Hatch Chili blonde ale. So I got a case of that. I got also their pineapple IPA.
Hatch Chili Blonde Ale?
Yeah.
How is that? Have you tried it?
Is
It's actually really good. It's really good. Doesn't have like
What does Hatch mean?
They're a type of
Hatch-
chili.
Hatch
Jalapenos?
is a type of chili, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like just kind of a basic.
Yeah, it's a southern
basic bitch
style
chili.
chili kind of thing.
They're
Yeah.
really good. I love hash chilies.
And it's like it's nice. It's got a little kick to it, but nothing too crazy. And um, it's a fantastic beer. Like, and it's only like 5%, so it's like definitely like you can have a few of them.
Day drinking beer.
And then, yeah, and then I got some hop water as well too, which is cool.
Oh, cool, nice.
Nice.
That ain't cheap. The Starbucks.
Lagunitas or
I was like, sweet, a case of 24 of hop water, sign me right up.
It's such a ripoff.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not-
for the cost that they
It's
charge it at like
such a
full beer
ripoff.
price, and I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, not that I think that non-alcoholic beer is way more of a process, and that's
Than hop water,
expensive.
for
So I would
sure.
just go that route. All else, that's sick,
Yes,
man.
Crown.
You got to have some parties now, though. It's a lot of beer for one barrage.
Yeah, I know. So like, my beer fridge. So like, my beer fridge is actually my fermentation chamber when I want to do like temp control and stuff like that. But now that's full of beer, as well as and then now my garage also has like 18 cases stacked in there. And then on top of all the beer I made for Barbecue Austin, right? Because like I also had, I had brewed 30 gallons for Barbecue Austin, and we killed 15 gallons over there. So we
Wow.
killed my
Hell
summer
yeah, no.
ale.
There's my guy up there, top right.
Ooh,
Wow.
Let's fucking go.
that looks good.
That look great.
Yeah,
Norm's
it's
always
a
got the
single hop,
juiciest daisies.
Matuika.
Sorry, I keep talking. my
What?
bad.
No, it's all good. I'm trying to catch up with the
Yeah, how
chat
do you-
too. Chris Radiation, who's going to submit a couple of brews into Lunar Comp? Giant Beat, what's up, CH? Wait, CH got a girl to hang out with him? Sick. Believe it or not, a couple girls have actually volunteered to hang out with me. A couple of times it was with
yeah.
no money involved. So, yeah, that was cool. What do we got up here? Alamo Kid, what about visiting the Mecca of Texas and Shiner? Texas is so big, man. It's got so many
Oh,
big
I've been to Shiner.
cities.
I got to go to their brewery. It was really nice.
Juniper Rye IPA.
I feel like
Beer
I always
talk.
drink
Really
Lone
good.
Star.
Beer
A lot of
Talk
Lone
made me
Star
crave
from-
beer. Juan Barajas knows what's up. Beer Talk made me crave beer, so now I'm drinking a cold beer while I woke. You went woke, fam? What's up, man? No, I'm just kidding.
Work.
What? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's
Word.
a
What?
good friend of mine. He's in the drift community as well.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Juan. Suddenly very into barbecue. I know. I gotta get a Traeger. What's entry level barbecue? Alias, we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but for the sake of the chat,
Like for cooking barbecue, like what type of smoker or something?
yeah.
I mean,
Barbecue,
yeah,
barbecue.
electric smokers are fantastic to get in, like get your like foot into the door. I've never, like when I first got into it, I was like, oh no, you got to go offset, you got to go Weber or whatever, and you don't just like a Traeger is like the claw hammer, right?
$1,000.
Yeah, it's not too expensive, like because they come in different ranges, like small, big, and all that. But
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
Um,
I don't really like beer that
but-
much.
you just set it and forget it. Really, like it holds temp super well. All you just
Set
gotta feed it
and
the
forget
pellets
it.
for smoke, and you can get some really good smoke flavor on them as well too. They make extra like additions and tools that you can just use, and then but like if you want to get like entry level for like using like charcoal or wood or anything like that, definitely like your Weber Smokies are fantastic.
Okay, so
Definitely
you
get the one that has like more of the air vents and stuff like that because it gives you better temp control. And then if you want to go full offset, like if you do, I would recommend going a little bit bigger if you go offset, because the bigger it is, the easier it is to run.
really?
Yeah, like my buddy's pit, which is like a 150 gallon, is way easier to run than mine is.
Okay.
Mine's probably like yeah, like I have friends pits who are bigger than mine, and like I'm not too worried about the size of the split of wood that I'm using. I'm not worried about like.
This is a different terminology. I know what offset means. I don't think anybody in here knows what we're talking about unless it's
no clue.
Yeah.
You got to start it. You got to start a
different
barbecue YouTube channel.
Yeah,
so I know what the hell
sorry.
you're
No,
talking
this
about.
is a whole different terminology. But
Sorry.
yeah. No. It was my question, but it's just a different terminology. But
So like for barbecue Austin, which is cool, is like we borrowed a buddy of ours 1,000-gallon smoker, right? Like this thing is huge.
it's just like a big
I think you might have
propane
saw it on
tank
my
you'd
story.
see.
I said like
Yeah.
my office for today,
Yeah.
like on one of the days,
Yeah.
and I was in charge of running that, and I'm like, I have never cooked on anything this big. So it took me a while to figure out like a little bit like how much wood, how much charcoal, like what size charcoal bed do I need, what size splits are gonna work, how much airflow do I need to get going through it to get my temps as balanced as possible, because like it's so big you can't have the temps balanced completely. Like the side closest to the firebox is going to be way hotter than
Trent, you know what's going on
yours.
right now?
No clue.
Yeah.
But it sounds legit. It sounds like
Is
you're
there
brewing beer, but
vegan
you're not.
barbecue offsets or what? No, back to beer, please.
No, I'm-
Sorry, Brett Beard.
Sorry,
we'll
yeah,
go
my
back to
bad.
beer. Yeah, we can go down this.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can go down to this rabbit hole for a long time. But no, that's my
Yeah.
bad. No, Trent. So how many batches have you done with the Clawhammer now? Because you were the warlord of the brew in the bag with that same bag.
I think
Yeah.
I'm like 7 or 8 or so.
And you've had no problems at all. 7 or 8. Just
Yeah, no, I've been good.
do you keep in touch with Kyle and Emmett about this stuff? Are they hitting you up, being like, "What do you think?" Or
No, I haven't
Not
really
so
talked
much.
to them too much. No, they just kind of sent it to me like, have fun, and it's been going good so far. So
did they pitch you like you need to make 10 videos, or else you gotta fucking send us some money back? Or
yeah, 10 videos I have to make. but-
yeah, that's
and
the
I'll
one
probably,
I got.
I'll probably go back to.
It's
I'll do
never
some
gonna
brewing
happen. I'm gonna
I like-
retire brewing on my 9th. It's just never gonna happen. I'll see those guys in
I
the
miss
small claims court.
brewing outside. That's what I'll say. Is I miss brewing outside. I've been brewing inside a lot, so
And you live
wanna
in
get
Southern
back outside.
California where you can brew outside
But
year round.
do you have access to like a 120 volt outside your house?
I'd have to do like an
He-
extension cable or something like that.
You mean
Oh,
You
really?
mean a 240?
No, I have
No,
a
he's got the
120.
120.
Right. So why wouldn't you have access to it?
Well, I'm just like, cause I don't know.
Like an
Apparently,
outlet?
I found out like not all houses have outlets on the outside of their house.
Yeah.
Oh,
I live
really?
in an apartment.
Oh
so
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
my
I don't have
bad.
an out-
Oh, okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent, you're over there by Tony Hawk's Brewery, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
College in
It's a
70,
brewery?
78. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's-
My address is yeah.
Social
I'm over there.
Security is 555.
Yeah.
Climber.
No, I miss being outside. It's always brewed was outside. So being inside, it was exciting at first to be like, I can actually brew inside, and now I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go back outside.
Do you
I
feel
love
late?
cooking inside.
What's up, Hannah?
What's that, Hannah?
Oh, like brewing inside. Do you feel like it's not real work or it's lazy? Because I kind of felt that when I went electric and was just brewing inside. Like I'm not sweating. What is this?
Yeah. Well, it's nice because I'm also filming all my brew days, so I feel like it is a little bit easier to brew.
Outside.
But well, inside because I have control over everything. I have lighting and all that stuff.
yeah,
I
but
can
there's
do
no
inside.
lighting that's ever going to be as good as the sun, and you live in Southern California. I thought you would totally prefer shooting outside, but
I did, but like I'd have to pick certain hours. I could only brew certain hours because the lighting was good in certain hours, Whereas
Right.
like I can brew anytime indoors, but
you've got the $250 GVMs, or I don't know what you're using, but I've got the that one right there.
yeah.
I don't
But,
know.
like,
It's the claw.
I get what you're saying, Hannah. Like, because you can just kind of like push a button and walk away. Like it's a little. It's not
I
as
don't
like
have to do
personal.
anything during the boil. Just remember the hop additions and cool. I'll go watch some Netflix.
Right? Yeah. Less stressful, but less exciting.
Yeah.
You're
I
on
mean,
the
I
anvil
still-
though. Do you have any boilovers with the anvil? Because I had to find this sweet spot to put my lid on it because it took forever if I didn't put a lid on it, but it would overflow if I put it on all the way. So I had to have like kind of this lunar eclipse setup where I could kind of set it and forget it with the anvil. But I don't know, maybe I was on a different generation or maybe their first batch, and that was probably 3 or 4 years ago now.
So how many batches have you done on the Clawhammer?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
3.
Quarter of one. 0.25. Pi 3.14. No,
I've
and,
lost count of how many I've done.
no, and yeah, you got into barbecue and brewing kind of at the same time, and I do want to do the thing where I barbecue and I brew in the same, or I just start making food.
I don't know if I would do the same day. I thought about it.
And I'm filming too.
That sounds so stressful.
Does
like,
it? Okay.
So stressful. Unless like you have like an electric system, like electric Traeger kind of thing, not so bad.
I'm gonna try
But,
to
like-
see if Adderall works on me again for that day, man. That might
Yeah, I
be
don't
an
like
Adderall-
this. Sorry, this Mocharica.
Drink.
Not liking it.
You're not feeling that beer? Hey, we got Hops and Gnarly in the house, man. What's up? We got Colorado in the house. What's up, Dan? What's going on, brother? Good to see Hops. Maybe
What's
we
up,
can
Dan?
maybe we can get him in here if he wants to say what's up, because I know he's got the setup.
Who's that?
Hops and gnarly.
Yeah, Portly couldn't make it.
Cool.
He's not set up. But yeah, it'd be super cool to get Dan on here. And
Yeah,
yeah, gave Dan a shout out a little bit earlier. He did a YouTube video. Talked about a little bit stepping away from the grain to glass, or maybe just at least for that video. And nobody can relate to that more than me, brother. But it's still cool that you put out content. It's good to just get content out any which way you can. So shout out to Hops with that video. And yeah, it was the Brew Show and the Hops and Gnarly videos that I watched this week. And then, Gnome and Steven, Northwest Small Batch Brewing. His acronym always throws me off because there's 2 S's or 2 W's. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
Apartment
yeah.
Steve says hi.
Apartment Steve's in here?
No, he chatted with me out on Instagram.
Oh, man. I miss that dude.
I told
Yeah.
him we miss him and everything. He's like, miss you guys too.
He had a killer
These
porter
Wednesdays
video.
don't
a
work
couple
out
weeks
for
ago.
him.
Wait, what's up?
Wednesdays don't work out for him anymore, so
Yeah, I talked to him about it a little bit. And
See him next month.
what's up?
I said I'll see him next month.
You're going to go hang out with
Oh,
Steve?
Oh yeah,
You
at
guys
the
collaborating?
Homebrew Club.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't
Hannah.
know
What do you
about
guys-
it. But
Wait, what do
He
you guys
doesn't know
doing?
about it yet. We're just going to kick his door down like the Kool-Aid garage.
no, I attended my first homebrew club meeting.
Oh yeah.
Monday.
Can we talk about this? You were all fucking nervous
yeah.
like the first day
I
of
don't
school.
care.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
if I
really
should-
was. I was honest with him. I told him that as well. But in the end, it was a great experience, and I'm glad I went. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
knew
dude.
me and Elias knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like?
it was a good time. I was very surprised. Like a lot of people brewed a lot of ciders and meads, which I'm not normally used to, but they were all killer. Like there wasn't really a bad beer, but it was
Everybody
funny. Like
brings
so,
homebrew?
like the leader, I guess, was like saying, "Oh, so this is my first meeting." He's like, "Next meeting," and this is like right at the beginning. So our next meeting, we're gonna have a special guest, the apartment brewer. I started laughing out loud.
Steven.
I'm like, oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Right.
What was the
So-
venue? Was it a brewery?
Yeah, this place called 12 Guns in Bristol, Rhode Island.
Shout out
It's
to
like,
12 Guns.
really close to the water.
I love when the
Nice.
breweries let
Product.
the barley engineers come in and use their special guest room, or take up a lot of their
Yeah.
tables and stuff like that. Stone used to host the biggest one in San Diego, and then a couple of years ago, or like 5 years ago, this is probably like 10 years ago, they wanted to start charging the homebrew clubs. I mean, as they can, they own the stuff, and then they moved it elsewhere. But it's always cool when establishments let the homebrewers come in and don't charge them to use some room that's
Yeah.
dead weight for a Tuesday night or Sunday night or whatnot.
Yeah, so this brewery wasn't even open. Like he hosted us, like he opened up just so that we could be there, which that was amazing.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's like our Tampa Bay story. When that dude wasn't open till 5, and he's like, "Hey, just come in and start drinking." We're like, "Yeah, it's 1." He's like, "It's all good." We're like, "Okay." Remember that?
Oh,
with,
yeah.
With the
Yep.
bookshelf that opened up.
Bruniverse? I think it was called Bruniverse or something like that.
If I brewed the world.
If I Brew the World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If I
That
Brew
was
the
a
World.
chill spot.
That's
very, very small.
See, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to go. The brewery's exactly like that. The very small breweries. That's the exact opposite of Three Daughters Brewing.
Yeah.
So like
yeah,
similar
exactly.
like St. Elmo, Lazarus,
Way
kind of
smaller.
Even
Way
smaller than that,
smaller. Yeah.
thing. Smaller than like St. Elmo.
Tiny,
That was
tiny,
pretty small.
Dude, I think that was the
Okay.
smallest
Mango
brewery
foot.
I've ever been to, no? Did you
Probably,
see
yeah.
a system? Oh, the system was kind of outside because he had that kind of janitor outside
Yeah.
roll-up door. I mean, it was an outside.
Really, really tight space.
Yeah,
Like,
but
there wasn't much room at all.
Yeah, but did you see how packed that brew house was?
It was tight.
It was-
I mean, what I don't remember like the size, but I remember there wasn't much room to walk around. That's for sure.
Maybe 4 fermenters, 3 barrels. But I remember looking at this guy, I was like, fuck, this looks like a nightmare to brew or walk around, or I'd be hitting my knees and stubbing my toes on everything.
For real.
But I loved it. Yeah, no, that, I don't know how to make this. Maybe I'll ask the brew show. I don't know. I've got the video, the Tampa Bay video, kind of in themes right now, but I just don't know what to call it. And people are like, we'll just call it Tampa Bay Craft Beer Tour. It'll fucking bomb harder than my weight loss video. It's got to be called like California versus Florida. And then when you click on it, it's like, well, it's beer. Just have like the elephant and the
California
donkey.
declares war on
Yeah.
Florida.
Right.
Yeah, but if you just type in Florida craft beer, the videos have like 200 views. No one's searching or gives a shit about. It's just that's something I would have done like 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know what to call this video, but that brewery will have serious shine in that video because that dude rocked, and that was the owner.
Oh, yeah.
And he was doing a collab, and he still let me, Chris, Eric, and Noam cruise in there and drink
Like
for
hours before he
free and ask him a bunch of questions, and he fucking wasn't crazy. He was cool. When has that happened?
I forgot. It was
Never.
like something 13, Bay 13 Brewing or something he was doing a collab with. I forgot the name. I lost the sticker that dude gave me too, unfortunately. I was hoping to.
They were
was looking
Miami
for my
or
backpack.
Fort Lauderdale? Or
Miami, I think.
They were Miami. Okay.
Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Which is what? A whole other world from Tampa Bay, right? That's about 8 hours away. That's like San Francisco to San Diego. Any which way. Yeah.
Looking for Florida Man at Craft
Florida
Brewery.
Man is a real vibe. I didn't know what Florida
It
Man was.
is.
Florida Man.
Did you see Florida Man?
I saw Florida Man wearing T-shirts that said Florida Man on it. Yeah, it was a vibe. Yeah. Can we get Hops and Gnarly on here? What's up, Base 64? I don't know. We had those emojis in there. That looks like the Cookie Monster.
Yo, where do you? where the hell do
Base
you find
64,
those?
Alias. I think he's got a buddy in here too.
Yeah, that's my friend from. He's buddy from high school.
Right on,
I
man.
gotta turn my heat up. I'll be right back.
He's out in Chicago.
Finally got to try
piggyback
some
and go get a beer.
Sierra Nevada. Kurt Wilson, first time you had Sierra Nevada? Is that a tough beer to get where you're at, man? They're about as global as
Did you
Budweiser at this point.
have Gnome's the rum stout,
I had them all, and it was
That-
phenomenal.
that coconut stout? Fuck, that was so good, but that got me fucked up.
I think that's when I
I
got
think
drunk
I
on
had,
last
I
stream.
had it last hoppy hour. I think one of the last recent hoppy hours I wasn't on,
Yep.
and because it was during the
Adam makes beer.
Norwegian guys. I think Norwegian dudes is when I had that one.
I definitely had a hangover to remember where I went to work the next day and I was pouring beers one drink at a time. And if somebody wanted a cocktail, I was like, we're just out. They're like, you're out of hard alcohol? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That was one of those days because we keep our hard alcohol underneath the bar and we only have like 6
Yeah,
bottles.
so they can't see
Bourbon,
anything.
vodka,
Yeah.
No, because we're already like a daycare brewery, and to throw alcohol on top of that is like a Vegas vibe, like a New Orleans vibe.
Yeah.
You know, we got people throwing up and shit, and then we got kids running around. It's just a whack.
Yeah, so I forgot it might have been a short or a video or whatever, but yeah, there was just a bunch of there was a kid literally passed out on the
Yeah.
floor.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we got people throwing up. in
That
there,
was
too.
that was from the
That was-
Adam makes beer.
Yeah,
talk.
and I didn't, you
That
know, and-
clip, yeah.
And I think I rubbed a lot of people wrong making that video, but where I work at the epitome of a daycare brewery. You know, a lot of breweries
Yeah.
are cool and they have outside places and the kids can run
But
around.
I think you hit it on the spot, right? Like like when people are saying, I thought you said we're kid friendly, but but then you said like, no, we're also people friendly too, right?
Right, yeah.
Like your kids can't be disturbing the peace for other
Right,
people who are
right.
customers and things
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah. And I get chirpy, man. Like I will always hold my ground. And I remember a couple weeks ago, there was this kid just screaming and crying to the point
Jesus.
where, keep in mind, we're all inside. You know, it's not outside where it's out of sight.
Right, and
this
it's all
kid is just
concrete walls too, so like everything echoes.
Dude, it was gnarly. We put up all the eggplant and we spray painted it black.
Yeah.
It's still gnarly. Imagine how it was before that. And
I remember because when we came for that big Tennessee game when everybody was there,
crazy.
Dude, all of the voices were just bouncing
Yeah.
off the walls.
And you know them are sitting next to each other, and I'm across the bar. You have to yell like everything.
I couldn't talk to you without
What's your
yelling.
name?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where do you want to go next? And I remember this guy had
Who's on first?
Yeah. Who's on third? Who's on second? But I remember this guy had this kid that was screaming. And, you know, I talked about dogs in that video. Our dogs are like a problem once a month. Kids are like 3 or 4 times a week. We just have people closing out early and getting 4-packs and just letting us know, like, we just can't do it here, guys. I'm like, there's nothing we can do. And it sucks for our management. It sucks for Callie and Leslie. But this kid was just screaming and crying there to the point where, like, it's a heckler at a comedy show. You know, like, everyone's looking at this, and they didn't come to hear a kid cry. And I went up to the dad and said, hey, man, like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? I didn't say it like that, but I said, like, is there anything we can do to, like, null this situation? And the dad handled it so shitty. And he was like, well, what do you want me to do? He's a 2-year-old. Like, what do you expect? I'm like, A, you don't have to bring him to a bar. B, you can still just go outside. And C, everybody can hear this, and it's not like you're saying that your kid screaming and crying is bigger than everybody else's night. Like, they're just going to have to deal with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, man. You know, just go outside with your kid, give it an iPad or an iPhone, you know? And it's such a weird thing too, because we have a liquor license. Like, parents get fucked up at our brewery. If you get a DUI with your kid in the car, you go to jail for a month in Tennessee. And people play with...
that's no joke around.
It's child endangerment, as it should
you
be.
also have a chance of losing your child, too.
Well,
Child Protective Services.
And here's the weird thing. What if you're on vacation? What if you're on vacation and you get a DUI? You go to jail. In your hometown, you could have a friend or your wife pick up the kid. Where's the kid supposed to go now? To juvenile hall for CPS for the night? What's the kid supposed to do for the night? You know, so it's just weird because we have a very, very daycare themed brewery with a full bar. It's just weird. And Yeehaw is nothing like that, you know, and like Party Time and Elementary Brewing, Party Time and Elementary, we're like, dude, the only time I get to go to breweries is when I bring my kids, you know, but they're not high wire Knoxville, you know, like Yeehaw has outside, inside, pub over here, music over here. We're all just like, boom.
No, yeah,
in a
Highwire's
square.
all inside. Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
inside. The activities, all of it's inside. Yeah.
So, so I didn't want that to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but it was just kind of back to what we talked about earlier. You know, 10 years ago, craft beer was all about beer. We didn't care about
Beer. It was about
it
like
could have been in
you
an
didn't care what
attic or a
was available.
basement. Yeah, but now it's just like atmosphere, DIY Disneyland. And then beer comes second, third,
Yeah.
or fourth, or fifth. But and I understand with people that had kids, that could rub them the wrong way. But that's just how it's kind of evolved. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's a Instagram, like everything's got to look Instagram perfect, you know, these breweries, they got to have something to do, something to bring people in.
Well, and I said that as a joke, and the more I was thinking about that, I was like, you know, breweries are going to have daycare centers soon. And the more I thought about that, I was like, that might happen. Like, you drop your kid off at a playpen,
Yeah.
and you get a wristband. Like, the adults get you know, how many beers have you had, and then you get cut off.
Yeah, the mark, the tally
Yeah,
marks.
kind of like a pour your own beer place. Like, you know, they cut you off after. Have you ever been to Barrel Republic? You guys been to Barrel?
Yeah.
After you get to 40 ounces, they want to check in to see how drunk you are. It's going to be like that, you know, like
They ask you a couple questions or something.
Is it a breathalyzer? Like, how do they check in?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like back to the 80s, you know. But I guarantee you in the next 3 or 4 years, there's going to be daycare centers at breweries. And we think it's a joke and all that stuff. The way it's becoming or turning, it's a damn good idea. It's a damn good idea. Drop the kid off, put him in the playpen, kick the ball around, have a lifeguard there and
A lifeguard.
yeah, like the lifeguard chair from The Sandlot. Like the girl who's like 15 feet high, just looking down, blowing a whistle, and all these kids running around. Parents are chugging IPAs over here. All right, you've had your fourth. Let's double check to see if you know, blowing a breathalyzer, 0.08. All right, you're good to go.
Walk the line. Walk the line.
Crazy.
I saw in your video there was like the dog park. Was it a dog park brewery or just a dog park tap house?
Yeah, no, remember that? It was that dog park bar, which is awesome.
I see those popping up a lot.
Dude,
now.
that was awesome because you know what you're getting into. Yeah, no, I'm right next to what was the cool place we went to in St. Pete's that had those awesome lager tanks? And the guy gave us a tour.
Oh, Grand Central.
Grand
That place
Central.
was amazing.
The place was awesome. That place is getting love too. Fucking head brewer, had a Taylor Swift calendar. You know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be good.
Yeah, both of those guys are really nice. Both brewers, Eric and Zach. Like I remember their names because of how like just hospitable they were to us. Like they were like, he saw me peeking in. He's like, "You want to go in there? Go in there."
Right.
And I was like, I got like 4 other dudes that would love to go in there. Is that okay if I?
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, man, bring them."
I don't think Maury's ever
That's
done
awesome.
that. Maury's more often than, you know, you're annoyed as hell. Just seeing like someone, you know, what does that do? Is this where you make beer? And you're like, yeah, come on in. Oh, you have more friends? Bring them. When does that ever happen?
Yeah.
But
Right.
But no, the place before that, it was a dog bar. And I don't think it was a bar. They didn't have production, but they were selling local Tampa Bay beers. But I thought that idea was phenomenal. Like, you know, it's a dog bar. Like, you're either going there with a dog or you're not going there because you don't want to see.
We have a couple places like that. Like, they're tap rooms kind of thing, but they're very like dog friendly. Like, they have a dog park. Like,
Newest trend.
where you can put your dogs off leash, or if you keep them on leash, they can be at your table. Like,
Yeah, that's cool.
very like, yeah.
I'm gonna
I
probably piss
wonder-
some people off here, but I would prefer. I'm more accepting to dogs at breweries than kids.
100%.
Agreed.
100%. Yeah. But you
Dogs are
can't
usually more behaved than little kids. For sure.
But you can't say like kid-themed brewery, you know, because you could say that about dogs or kid bar.
Right. Built on tap.
Toddler
Your kids
bar.
wait-
Yeah, milk, give them milk, and I'll have a milk stout or something.
For you.
But I was looking at that dog park, and we were there in the afternoon, and it was mellow, you know. I mean, it wasn't drunk people and this and that. It's people with dogs, and I think people with dogs are like people that work out. You're probably more responsible than the average guy. Like, you know, I don't know if I'm responsible enough to take care of a dog. I just really don't. People that go to the gym, if you're going to the gym all the time, you at least kind of got something figured out. You know how to manage your body, you know. So I might want to meet a girl there or a guy there or whatever, you know, you're into.
Hey.
You know what I'm talking about? And I was just thinking, like, this would be a really good place to probably pick up girls if I had a dog. You know, like, if you don't have a dog, I'm just walking in there like, well, which one's your dog? I'm like, no, I'm just think you're fucking hot. Can I buy you a drink? They're like, no, you have to have a dog. You have to have a dog for me to say yes to this drink. But they were making money, and I thought it was a great idea. And I think, like the Brew Show said, you've seen them in LA and San Diego, Trent?
I think there's a couple here in San Diego. Yeah, at least one.
And people are putting so much money into their dogs nowadays. You know?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey now! All right, Fido.
Hell yeah.
What's his name?
Nacho has entered the chat.
What's up,
That's
Nacho?
all.
Nacho has entered the chat. And on that
Great
note,
name.
I'm gonna get another beer. Be right back. I'm gonna drink one for Nacho. BRB.
I need it.
Looks like a young
Hold
dog,
on.
no? Like maybe a year.
Hey, we just
No.
got a super chat here from
Hi.
Stephen Plass.
Oh, wow.
Stephen
Much
Plass.
love,
Yeah,
Stephen
shout out to
Plass.
him.
He's always showing love, man. For the screaming 2-year-old, been there before.
Oh,
It's
a
part
cute
of
dog, though,
life,
for sure.
man. You know, it just makes your heart go out to think of the actual people that work at Chuck E. Cheese's or daycare, or
Oh,
I don't
God.
know. I make it always be worse. It's just a weird place.
Yeah, you can be like an actual parent. That would suck.
They-
I didn't say that. What? I'm
No, but it's just a weird thing. Like, people come up and they're like, "Hey, can I get a Red Bull vodka?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they come back up. I'm like, "Do you want another Red Bull vodka?" They're like, "No, my kid has a bloody nose. Can I get rags?" I'm just like, "Sure." You know. All right. Went from Red Bull vodka to bloody nose for a kid. It's quite the segue. Be right back.
Yeah, the only so I have a Chihuahua, and now I wish his name was Nacho, because that would be very fitting.
Also the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Not
Nacho cheese.
Northwest
name?
Nacho Libre.
What's
Oh
your
my
dog's
God.
name?
Nacho.
Chihuahua.
Oh, mine,
Chihuahua.
Ninja.
Yeah. That's still a good name.
Close
Yeah.
enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
Starts with an N.
It's about 10 years old, and back in the day, my nephew
Oh,
named
dang.
him because he was into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
just
Okay.
it stuck.
Nice.
I was wondering if he was into Naruto or something else.
Right.
Oh no! Thank
Did you
God.
see-
I'm not into that whole anime stuff. I think that's what you're talking about, Naruto or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see it? Like, I think it was a couple years ago. Bush came out with like a brew for dogs, but it was just like broth, but they canned it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some people that do that. I don't get it personally, but hey, whatever. As long as it's like
Oh, they
safe
started making wine for cats. I saw that too.
What?
cat
A
wine.
while, it was a while back I saw it, but I don't know if it's still around or whatever. But yeah, so you
That's
can,
weird.
as for
Why
the
would they
crazy
want to
cat.
drink that? Like, what makes them like?
I don't know if it's got catnip or whatever in it.
Dry hopped with catnip.
Yeah, but it was just like for like the crazy cat ladies to have wine, and their cat can also have some wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, Hernandez. But I don't know. Just being honest, it'd be cool if my Chihuahua was named Nacho. I'll shut up. I'll stop offending people. Yeah, what is
I
it? What's
wonder
up
though-
with cat wine?
Yeah. I wonder what's in that.
If Gnome says, "I'm sorry," it's one chug. But if he says, "Okay, I'll shut up," it's 2 chugs, like a double Jeopardy. Because I haven't heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, from the other room. Okay, I'll shut up. No. I got a question for Hannah up there. I got a question. I'm always trying to track down new cool beer cities. What's the coolest or top coolest beer cities that you've been to that's somewhat easily accessible? Not like a Prague or something. I mean, live your life. What are some cool beer cities that you've been to?
Okay. I feel like even though I live in Houston, it's
Outside
like
of your hometown.
okay.
Gotta travel.
San Francisco 2 weeks ago, and that was pretty rad.
On the Eastern time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. San Francisco was cool.
So I grew up on the East Coast in Massachusetts, but
Hey now.
so I love Boston and just the surrounding areas. I think there's a lot good going on over there.
Yeah, I want to get up to Treehouse. And when I went to Sonoma State, it was kind of before the craft beer push, so I don't really know too much about San Francisco except for 21st Amendment and Anchor Steam, or now it's just Anchor. But San Francisco's cool. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? It's super hard because I'm a craft beer person and my husband's a liquor seltzer person, and so trying to marry the two, not always the easiest. I try to sneak a brewery or two into every trip.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I'm sure that you probably had a lot of places to go in San Francisco because they're home of like the whiskey, speakeasy, underground gastropub.
oh yeah,
Yes.
totally.
San Francisco's a killer spot. San Francisco is, I mean, I'm sure you could say the same thing about New York or Boston. There's just a lot of bars that have been around since the 20s and the 30s and the 40s that a lot of other cities just don't have because they just, haven't been around as long. It's not like a historic
yeah.
vibe, you know. But no, San Francisco's cool. It's expensive though. It's expensive up there.
For sure.
When you're going on vacation, you're spending money. But no, that's cool. I would love to go back to San Francisco for the weekend. What about you, Brew Show? Top city you'd recommend? Don't say Chicago, LA, or San Diego. He's been to Prague. We've been to a couple of the same restaurants and breweries in Prague.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I had a really good time when I went up Pacific Northwest. There's like a ton of great cities. Bend, Oregon was a big
Haven't done Bend.
spot. A lot of good breweries up there. Portland.
Seattle
area.
was good. to
Seattle.
me.
How would you compare
Yeah.
Portland to Bend?
Bend is like a smaller Portland. It's probably gonna upset like some people, but kind of
Upset.
like
Upset away, man.
just kind of like a lot of mom and pop stuff.
More so in Bend.
I was only in Bend, yeah, and I don't know. I went to the Blockbuster. That was pretty sweet.
Last one. Or the only one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny.
And would you say Portland's more on like the Seattle vibe? Bigger city, more
Yeah, a little bit. It still has that like kind of like hipster, like
Yeah.
weird, funky place. but,
Yeah, I'd put
Okay.
Portland on a bigger Asheville. That's how I kind of chalked up Portland versus Asheville. Yeah, a lot of coffee shops. Portland's got a way bigger downtown. Portland's way bigger than Nashville, but same vibe. Definitely same vibe.
I think one of my favorites was Boston.
Oh, I would love to
I
go to
love-
Boston.
Yeah, I was
Boston
gonna
was
say,
great.
So you like Boston? I think I heard Hannah say you like Boston as well.
Yeah. I mean, part of it's just like the history and the culture for me, but there's great beer too.
There's great beer, but I just hate the rush nature and like the attitude of everybody, and everybody's like total douchebags. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It's on that Philly vibe.
probably even worse, to be honest. So everybody's in a rush.
Everyone's
Nobody has
flicking you
time.
off.
You go from like 0 to douchebag in like fucking no time.
Yeah.
Steve was talking about that in Nashville. Everyone's
Yeah.
cutting each other off, and you just kind of wave at him. Okay, you go first. He's like, you go back to Boston. He's like, I'm a different vibe, man. You just flick everybody off. Everyone's trying to step on your toes just to get to work 2 seconds
Bastard.
earlier. Yeah. Bastard.
I'm gonna grab a
Goose
beer.
Fraba. Hell yeah. Let's get it going. One more, 5 more.
Summer, hazy, or sour?
Does
Sour.
Does Steven want to come on? Does anybody want to come on? Northwest Small Batch Brewing? Steven?
Yeah, we could talk to collab.
Oh, I don't think he has Discord, or he. I think he,
Discord's
like,
the least of his worries. If he already did a
It's
stream
free.
earlier. Yeah.
Philly can be fun, but can totally become douche quick.
What's up?
I went there last year. It wasn't that bad. Well, yeah, there was some shady areas for sure, but
Like Tampa? Everywhere's
Yeah.
got some,
yeah,
everyone.
Philly does have some crazy areas. Like I think we talked about this in Tampa, but it's like kind of the outskirts. But Kensington is like no joke. Like you want to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
What's the good one there? Crime and Punishment though? In Kensington?
Breweries?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it would be worth the risk rather to go there.
I
But
think they're only open on Saturdays just for bottles to go, probably because it's so bad.
so in Tampa, we were with this dude Nick who recommends Human Robot in Philly.
That's a great name for a lot of things. A brewery, a beer.
Mostly their lagers are like top notch. I haven't
band?
had. I want to try to get some, but I don't know. It's probably gonna be more difficult. But I think Chris or Nick's probably gonna have to like do a trade or something.
Nick was a cool dude. Is a cool dude. I don't know if he's
sure,
here with
yeah.
us tonight.
I
Jason,
think if you want like a combo of beer and outdoorsy stuff, like Phoenix and Sedona is a great combo. There's a
Sedona
lot
was
going on
awesome.
in Phoenix, but Sedona's just like
Sedona was
mind-blowingly
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah. All the mesas out there look like steaks. It looks like medium rare steaks out there. Checking out those sunsets. It was badass. Yeah.
It's beautiful country.
Arizona, right?
Yeah.
know.
Jason Waterfalls. Philly sucks, man. I once ate a cheesesteak in my car under an underpass, afraid of my life. Great concert, though. Well, all right. Ron Barnes, I was with a group, and we totally took over the opposing team's bar, so we kind of had it coming. Ron Barnes, brewing bad. The mandatory beer chug is dead, bro. It's sleeping
Really?
with the
Forever?
fish. Forever, ever. Human Robot is awesome. Patrick D. All right, we've got 2 people vouch. Philly is a cool place to see a show. Drain the main grain.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the venue. The something East, the Fillmore. There we go. So yeah, I went to Metal Fest and Beer Fest there last year. It was actually a really good time.
Fillmore West is in San Francisco.
No, Fillmore East.
No, I know.
Did I say
Yeah.
West?
No. Fillmore West is my favorite venue in San Fran.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
That
that
was a good
place.
spot.
Is it similar? There's a lot of comedy
I have no
specials there. It's got the big chandelier in there. It's got the opera seating. I always love indoor venues the most that hold, about 1,000 or 2,000. Those are my favorite. And you kind of look down on it. I love those.
Yep, there's a wraparound balcony. That's where the breweries were. Like,
Just like
if you wanted beer, you had to go upstairs.
Yeah, just like San Francisco. God, I love the Fillmore. That's my favorite venue of all time. Fillmore
It was a good spot.
West.
The sound was really good too. That's where I saw Cannibal Corpse. It was fucking phenomenal.
I saw
A lot of
Pennywise.
other bands.
I saw the Sounds. I saw Morrissey. I think I was the only straight dude there. When that guy took his shirt off, everybody lost their fucking minds. And I used to have the promo for that because when you go to the Fillmore, they give you that promo, the 12-inch by 24, and those things are worth money because they're one-offs.
Oh, the posters, right?
It's got
Like
dates
the,
on
like
it.
The marquee or whatever. Like
Yeah,
the list of
Yes.
bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I used to frame those, and I've moved a lot since then. But I used to have those framed in my room in college. It was awesome, man. And
Yeah,
you
if
can
you
go
to like stores, you'll see some of them, and they're
Yep.
not cheap.
They're not cheap at all. And you can go
Yeah.
get like an Elvis one or a Miles Davis one at Amoeba or an old record store from the 60s, and they're like $500. The people that still hold on to those, they're worth more than baseball cards. Baseball cards are worth shit now. What happened, Brucho? Who just NBC is sleeping with the fish, man. No more NBCs, man. Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, it just killed every algorithm for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
like,
You look at your dip and your spikes and videos, and it just just tanked out.
I think you should bring them back. Maybe just not as long. They were getting like 2 to 3 minutes long.
But also,
Trent,
the
if
volume.
I'm bringing that back, it's going to be a 45-minute NBC. There's only one way that this thing is getting brought back. Yeah.
That's okay too.
No, I've got some new dumb jokes in the works. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm kind of, I'm stoked that I'm going to San Diego. I probably shouldn't have bought this ticket, but I'm super stoked to watch not opening day, but opening weekend with the Padres, my cousins, get to see a lot of good people. But after that, I need to get back to my grind. All right, NBC.
Just say it. I know what we have. Just say it.
also, I wanted to tell you, we'll talk more off stream and stuff like that,
We'll
but
talk more
barrel
off stream.
smokers are also a really good way to get into smoking as well too.
What about the guy that barbecues with the empty keg shell when he gets the grinder and he cuts it in half? Have you seen that video?
Yeah, so that's a good way to do it too as well.
Next level, Braj.
The only issue with those is the steel on them isn't as thick as I would want it to be. So like
It's gonna,
holding temps is gonna be a little bit of an issue.
What about
That's the
just
only
using
thing.
it to cook burgers, not as a smoker?
That's
What
fine. No, that's fine.
There's a
Totally
dude
fine.
on
Like
YouTube.
making it like a charcoal grill kind of thing.
100%. There's a dude that
Yeah,
has a
no,
YouTube
totally
video where he takes a keg, puts it on the side, cuts it in half, and he
Yeah.
puts handles on it and welds stuff to it. I was
Yeah.
so jealous, man. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Hannah, are
Not
you
a bad idea.
Are you a barbecue girl up there? Are you vegan?
I live in
or-
Houston.
Totally not vegan.
Probably
I
not too
don't
many
barbecue.
vegans in Texas. I mean, that might be a stereotype.
No, I think that's like the running joke when we had our huge hurricane in 2017, Hurricane Harvey. Like all the food was taken off the supermarket shelves except for the vegan shit. Like no one wanted to touch
That was
that.
the only.
You can drown us, but we're not taking the vegan food.
They're all there now if they moved from LA.
They
we,
moved, all the vegans that we
Yeah.
have, all the vegans we have in Texas are from California.
I uploaded that
I would
vegan
bet
video.
money on that.
I uploaded that vegan video about bringing turkey.
Oh, is
or-
vegan meat safe
Yeah,
or some shit?
and Bruce Show was the first guy to comment like, "God, I wish I was there that night. Like I could stump you all in this conversation, you know." And Trent, I
We had
knew-
Alias, the barbecue expert, chiming in.
yeah.
on.
but Trent, I knew the answer to that question. I know that animals aren't supposed to eat vegan meat, but the joke was that, or the irony is that these starving animals that are bums won't touch this expensive, organic, crazy mock turkey stuff, which is funny to me.
Yeah. No, it's funny.
But it's all sodium and whatever the hell, GMO, yeast, or whatever the Impossible Burger is. I feel like I'm walking
Yeah.
into a trap.
I mean, you should see what's in normal meat.
I know. I don't. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. But no, I knew the answer to that. I know that they're not supposed to, buy into all the salt or the vegetable patty stuff. They're carnivores.
Right. Yeah. I think somebody commented about that. Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to chime
I
in.
remember there was this like one like famous video of this like one chick who's like, my dog chooses to be a vegetarian.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I sent that to you.
And, like she has like a salad and then like
that has to be
wet
a joke.
food.
Yeah.
And then the dog goes straight, like she doesn't even give the dog a chance to go straight for the fucking dog food. And she's like, no, you're a vegetarian. Look at
No.
this salad. And the dog's like, fuck that salad. I'm eating this dog food.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where I don't know if anything's a joke or if they're serious anymore because there's so much parody
On the internet, yeah.
On the internet,
Yeah.
I don't like. Are you serious? Like, hey, here's my dog who I'm training to become a
Only
vegetarian.
reason I think it's a
And you're
joke
gonna
is
put-
because the video actually got uploaded, right? Like if
Right,
you didn't
right.
think it was a like
So it's
You would
live.
take it down. Yeah. Okay.
right, you would take it
Because
down
you would never
immediately.
make yourself look stupid. That's a great point.
Mm.
Unless it
And that's
was
nothing with the internet.
live
People
or a
Way
screen.
too willing to make fools of themselves for clicks,
Unless like she was setting that like on a phone call with like on a FaceTime with somebody or whatever, but like I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
not to get political, which means I'm going to get political, but I remember my buddy sent me this the other day. It was a dude wearing a mask and a visor, filling up gas, just like screaming about like anything. And I didn't know, like, is this real or a parody? Like, you're either crazy or a fucking genius because I'm laughing my ass off. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, the lines are blurred.
The lines are definitely blurred. But whatever, I don't know.
It's kind of like your beer videos. We don't know like if we should trust them, if we should follow these recipes.
Homebrew for life?
Yeah.
That's what Emmett said. He's like, hey, I just have this feeling like you just shit on the homebrewing community the whole time. I'm like, no, I shit on everything that needs to be shit on. And Bruce, I don't know what beer videos you're talking about, man. I haven't brewed a beer in 2018. What up, Unicycle Master? That NBC brought me back to life. Good to see Unicycle in here, man. What's up?
I know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've got 4 NBC buttons here. Got to pick and choose these.
Go break the seal, attack.
Hey, Brucio, where would you put your last batch of beer up in your top 5 or 10 or 20? How's that beer taste?
The The AI one?
Yes.
I don't know if I'd rank it very high. I mean, it was good. Like, it was a drinkable beer, but it wasn't like super unique or special beyond like it being crafted by ChatGPT.
You went with the best recipe though, because all those recipes that you brought up, like the winter warmers and stuff like that, I've tried those at breweries and they're gnarly. And they typically
Yeah.
come in 8-ounce pours or 10-ounce pours.
Yeah.
A lot of black
I think
licorice, a lot of barrel aged vibes.
Right. I wanted to make something that was actually like going to be
Drinkable.
good. You know, I could have gone with some crazy.
Like something crushable. Like you can have like more than one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more than 5.
But I've been using the ChatGPT to like come up with some like unique stuff. Like you can just like anything you can think of. You could be like, I want a Back to the Future inspired beer, and it'll come up with some, Marty McFly like thing. So it's pretty unique.
But you had good context with that. You were like, this looks like something that's really been pulled from just another recipe, or it's really thinking for itself, which is the question, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
No,
I talked to Martin because Martin like is he's a, big IT guy, like he knows all that stuff, and in his video he really went deep on it, and I guess it really is like truly generated. Like it's not a recipe, because I tried searching for the same recipe and I couldn't find it, so it's truly just like an auto generated recipe basically.
What a
I
trip.
think it's taking like a cumulative like of recipes
Right.
and taking a little bit here, a little bit there, and then
So
creating.
you
its
can't be
own.
dead wrong. Yeah.
But it's also like never been tested, so it's like it's truly a roll of the dice. You don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah. 15 pounds carapils.
So Bruce Show,
Right.
Bruce Show says that beer's okay. It's so. Hannah, what's your favorite recipe that you've ever brewed that you would pass that on to somebody? Or
shit.
style. I don't know if you call it a style or a name, whatever it means to you.
Like a Belgian single recipe that I feel pretty confident in.
Imagine that. Belgian. Here we go. Alias. No, I'm kidding. I know you like your Belgians up there. And okay, what'd you do with that beer? What was in that?
You're not supposed to ask specifics.
Yeah, you are.
No, I didn't pull it
Secret
up on
sauce.
Beer Smith. I'm not sure. It just worked out well.
There's people in here that brew Belgians, that enjoy Belgians.
Yes.
I don't mind.
I love them.
What about you, Alias? What's your recipe that if you had to turn
So
this
it's
into
probably the beer I've brewed the most is my IED IPA. I think I've brewed that the most times, and so I think that'd be my go-to if I'm serving or like what to go into like production or whatever, submit it or things like that. That would be that. It'd be that beer.
what do you think made it that beer? Was it the execution, the recipe,
think
all
so.
the above?
So the last time I not IUD, IED, as in like improvised explosive device.
Right.
Uterine device IPA. It sounded great.
Yeah, improvised explosive device. Yep, that's what I'm going for here.
Disengage the
Hence the Brown Men Brewing.
yeah. You said it, not me. I'm off the hook.
Nah, I think I've brewed. I think that's the beer I've brewed the most. I've like constantly been like changing like a little bit in the grain bill, a little bit in the hops, and the most recent one I did it for Barbecue Austin, but I toned it down because it usually comes out to about 6.5 to 7% ABV.
Yeah.
Where I was just like for Barbecue Austin, like just serving people like that beer for free kind of thing. I'm like, I am not putting out a 7% beer out there. Like I'm gonna get people
Mid-afternoon. Yeah.
smash,
Super hot day.
like
People are gonna
falling
chug
on their
this.
faces. And so I was like, okay, so it wasn't exactly like I could tell there was a difference, but like the most recent one I did was when it was like my first no chill. I think it was one of my first no chills that I had done. And I fermented under pressure. I have all the hops written down that I used and everything. And honestly, it was the best hazy I've ever made. Like hands down to date was like the best hazy. And I think the process of with the no chill, having those hops sit in from the whirlpool all the way down to cooling temperatures, it just extracted so much of the aroma and flavor. And like I definitely had a bit of hop burn like for like the first couple of days when it was on tap, but
Give it a
within
couple
the
days.
first week, huh?
Yeah, give it a couple days. That goes away.
Yeah, I was just like I gave it like a little bit about close to a week, less than a week maybe, and oh, it was phenomenal. It was probably one of the fastest killed kegs I've had in my house.
Nice. Was it all in the whirlpool, or did you dry hop as well?
I did a 2-ounce dry hop.
Cool. Brew Show, is this a secret? Can we show off this beer that you're drinking?
No, I just picked it up the other day. I was at Booze Brothers. Huckleberry Sour.
Oh, when you're hanging
Dark
out
sour.
with the in-laws? Yeah, man, this is a killer
Yeah.
beer. I think this
It's
is
really
the beer
good.
where me and Maury got in a lot of trouble talking about Booze Brothers that one night like 2 years ago. I mean, Booze Brothers
great.
beers are so boozy.
Yeah, that's their like sour side project thing, right?
And
Yeah,
that's
Elf
7%. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that before cracking it, but it tastes great.
I didn't realize that before cracking it. Lock and
Or I'm
load.
assuming it's-
No, they kill it. Maury and Donnie build all these recipes, and they've had this one for a few years now.
what's the fruit in there? I assume there's fruit in the sour.
Yeah, it's a Huckleberry Sour.
Blueberries,
I'll be your Huckleberry
grapes.
Finn.
A Huckleberry guy. Yeah,
How do you
I
it's
know
a
how
dark.
Huckleberry is?
It's a dark sour, which I don't see often.
I'll be your
Yeehaw had
Huckleberry
one.
fan.
Yeehaw had one. It was okay. I think Booze Brothers stuff is a lot better. Yeehaw just has all that money to move stuff a little bit differently.
That moolah.
Yeah. What's up, Rujar? Brigar, what's up, man? Hey, man, much love. Jason Waterfalls, have a good night. Hannah, what do you say? One more beer? Should we do the thing where we keep drinking till we got
1 more, 5 more?
25
I gotta
people?
go grab one.
All right. If she's in, I'm in. I have nothing to do tomorrow except go eat sushi with a coworker.
Hells yeah. Are you going to that sushi place you were telling us
Nama.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I've got
I remember we brought that up on the trip, and I was like, "Yeah, that ain't happening. I'm not eating that like hungover as I am."
yeah. No.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Gnome doesn't eat food in public. He's like, he's actually kind of like my best friend. I grew up with this dude. He's like, I just don't eat in public.
Besides the one time he killed that when we went to that barbecue food truck and he killed whatever he got, like he destroyed it.
What night?
Which one was
Oh, it
that?
was the Tennessee football night. Me and him went over to the
I didn't eat all of it. Actually, I gave CH the rest. But
Yeah, that's
I-
how.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, that's how it works. So when I go out to dinner with Gnome, I just don't eat. I don't order.
just
And I-
don't order, just
yeah.
finish what Gnome.
Yeah.
Finish. Gnome has 2 bites, and then he drinks 3 beers, and he's good. And I just have this whole styrofoam thing of food, like a 3-piece meal at
Food, yeah.
Panda Express. No, that happened in Tampa Bay, and that was
Tampa?
the best food. That was the best
Bang
chicken I've
Bang
ever had.
chicken. That shit was
Bang
so
Bang
fucking
Chicken. And that place was good. I don't know if that was kind of in the ghetto or whatnot, but their hazy Gnome, it was 10%, which is not ideal, but it was fucking phenomenally
Jesus.
tasting. I know, 10% beers.
Good. Yeah, I didn't have any of their hazies, but I had I think multiple sours, and they were definitely like
What was that?
Speaking
beer?
of 10%, Gnome's fucking stout got me fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
it's kicking Northwest ass apparently.
Yeah, I was talking to him in the chat about it. I was like, dude, it was so good. Also, those aren't 12-ounce bottles. Those are 16-ounce bottles.
Are they?
I mean, it filled up my tulip twice.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. It could be.
Because that, like, I was just like, oh, it's only 12 ounces. I'll be fine. I'll get through it. And I'm pouring. I'm like, it's still filling it up. Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, we're drinking tonight, boys and girls.
I do wish I had more of that. Like I have some of the base still, but yeah, the coconut version I'm clean out. I
Yeah.
have 2 more bottles, which I'm saving some for beer koi. I
Fuck, I'll
promise.
just throw some almond joys. Send me the base and I'll throw some almond joys in.
Yeah.
Close enough, eh?
No, Mounds, dude. Mounds is what it like
Mountains, yeah, with the dark chocolate. Oh, yeah.
to.
No, your beers were phenomenal.
Thanks, man.
No, they were phenomenal. And you were like, you got to be honest with me. I was like, I was so ready just to tell you your beer fucking sucked so goddamn bad. It was out of control. It was
Dude.
so good, man.
Even like the oxidized hazy I had was like fantastic.
Yeah,
I had a
thankfully-
hazy. You didn't send me a Pilsner. All you guys got
He
a
hasn't
Pilsner.
sent me anything. I'm still
Yeah, I
waiting on
sent you
Gnome to send me.
Schilling, I think I sent you Schilling Alexander. That was the blue can with the red, like.
You didn't
It was the
brew
only
that, though.
No. It was the
Not
Pilsner was a
Oh,
can beer.
okay. So me and all you guys got the same homebrew. I thought you might have sent him some
Yeah.
different stuff. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, we talked about this. Okay, I'm caught up.
That Pilsner was so good. That's why I was saying like in the chat, like, hey, can you send me a 4-pack of that? Because I'm like, that was fantastic. It was so good.
To me, that's my favorite Czech pills. Like that's the
Yeah.
standard.
I
Like,
want to go to that one you were telling me because like I remember you telling me that what was that brewery up in Temple?
Shinerbach?
The guy he had hit you up. No.
Temple.
Fuck, I'm forgetting the name. It's that Czech brewery. They do lagers and stuff like that.
Tanglefoot.
Oh yeah, yes.
Tanglefoot, yeah.
Tanglefoot's Nashville. No, it's not. No.
Waco.
No.
Yeah. No, that guy's got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like an old barbecue something
Yeah,
that
his-
he's renovating. Yeah.
His family had a restaurant there, and he turned it into a brewery. All he does is lager.
Tanglewood.
Yeah.
I would love to like just sit there and just drink every one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and go one of these weekends because it's only an hour drive for me, so it's not too bad.
No.
And I'll just take the highway, get up there.
Hannah, how we doing over there? Top left.
And like the prices are fantastic, like $5-6. Like I'm like, that sign me right up, my friend.
Can we promote
Yeah,
anything, Hannah?
too.
Is there a Instagram or anything that you would like to get exposure that I can put in the chat? Aside from the
Yeah,
Lunar?
Yeah, we already
Sorry,
did the
Anna.
lunar. I don't know if we have new people on.
Yeah, I think people
you're-
kind of come and go for the most part because I look at the analytics the next day and most people kind of hang out for 15 or 20 minutes on average.
Okay. Well, yeah, if anyone's brewing and you compete, you should enter Lunar Rendezvous.
What's your Instagram handle? You have two, Hannah and Banana. Hannah rhymes with banana. And
Yeah.
then what's?
Palindrome Beer Works. Here, let me put it in the chat.
I don't know if you can. You might have to just tell it to me or all you guys or know him, who's ever got that
If you-
blue wrench.
Yeah, I can post links and stuff like that.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I'm an admin.
So I went to go add you, but I already follow you.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
I got the link right here.
Hey, did I tell you guys my buddy from growing up won the Academy Award for Best Picture? Jonathan Wong?
No way.
Swear to God. Yeah, it's crazy. And I haven't talked to him. He won it on Sunday night. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I
Won
didn't even
what?
know the Academy Award over Top Gun with Tom Cruise. He won the Academy Award. No, I grew up with this guy. We skated, played lacrosse. My dad sent me a picture of us. I'll send it to you guys in the chat. He won Best Picture, and he did the speech. It was the guy. I'm out of touch, but it was Harrison Ford handed him the trophy, and it was the dude that was in the Asian dude
Goonies.
from Temple of the Lost. Yeah, from Goonies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from Everything Everywhere All at Once. or
Yeah, I
whatever?
haven't seen
Yeah,
the movie.
it was
No, I grew up with this dude. Check it out. Here, I'll send you guys a picture
No
of this.
fucking way.
Yeah,
Hey, Guan.
yeah, but no, my buddy Jonathan Wong, he was the producer, and I fucking hit him up yesterday. He didn't write me back, but I'm looking at his Instagram, and I haven't talked to this guy in 20 years. You know, I grew up in Encinitas, where it's one of those schools where when junior high ends and high school begins, you either go to an independent high school called San Diego Academy or a douchebag jock high school called La Costa Canyon. Which one do you think I went to?
La Costa Canyon.
Yeah. So we lost touch from there. And then 4 or 5 years later, I saw him working at a thrift store, like a consignment store. And I had no idea that he had any intention of going to LA or making it or this and that. Like I didn't keep a tab. And I have friends that moved to LA and they try to make it as actors and models, and they always end up as DJs or Instagram activists. And I never knew that this dude had any involvement in Hollywood. And he was a cool dude. He's second generation, and he brought that up in his speech. He was talking about how his dad was a immigrant that came here that died young, and his dad had this bakery right next to where we grew up. It was called My Favorite Bakery, like flavor and favorite combined together. And he had an older brother named Kevin that was in my sister's class. But we skated, we played lacrosse, and this dude was always the best artist. Like it didn't matter if it was a diorama or a whatever we were doing for art on Fridays. This dude knocked it out of the park. Like it was just something he was born with. And then last Sunday, people hit me up. They're like, dude, that's Jonathan. He's accepting an award for Best Picture at the Academy Award. And
He got an Oscar. That's badass.
He's got an Oscar.
Crazy.
I don't know where he's
That's
from.
bad. Like
I didn't
a friend you grew up with,
up
like
the street. He lived
got
in
an
Summerhill.
Oscar.
Yeah, and I don't know where his family was from. I never asked. They were Asian. It didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It was funny as shit. He was funnier than fuck. We were, decent at sports growing up. We all sucked at skating, but he was this killer artist. And I watched him give this speech, and I was like, dude, you're dialed in, like public speaking. And
Yeah.
he made this joke about how, I don't know, I haven't seen the movie yet. What's it called, Noam?
Everything.
Everywhere all at once, I think.
Yeah, everything,
Yeah.
everywhere, all at once. And he's cracking up. He's talking to his wife. He's like, don't even buy into all this shiny stuff and these tuxedos. We're going to be doing laundry and taxes tomorrow, like just won the room. Yeah, like won the room over.
Yeah.
And he was always funny and he was cool. And I reached out to him on Instagram. I didn't reach out, but I commented. I was like, hey man, like congratulations. Hope all is well, dude. We just grew up and parted ways, but fucking rad dude. And I'm stoked for him.
Cool.
Yeah. What if
Short round.
What if he comes back tomorrow? He's like, hey, we should collab. We should collab. I was like, yeah, I make these dick off NBC videos where I weigh myself and I'm half naked. This guy just won the Academy Award.
I'll start doing some beer videos.
Yeah. No, but he's killing it. Here, I'll send you guys.
Next up, Brew Day.
I'll send you guys a picture of us. I mean, he was an Asian guy that played lacrosse. Like there wasn't that many of them, Like this guy was fucking pretty goddamn cool and cultured for. This guy literally was like the American dream. Like his dad came over here, broke his back. This dude's got an Academy Award now. It's fucking awesome. It's a great story.
I love it.
Yeah,
Cool.
check this shit out. I'll
You
just
should do it Northwest. There's nothing to lose.
And my dad's
You got a wood fermenter.
shit. That's me. All right, so I'm number 4. God, that's Gavin right there, the dude that followed me to Knoxville. He's number 18, kind of a blurred out picture, but this and that. No, but I want to check this movie out now. And that'd be funny too if he hits me up. He's like, hey, let's actually do the collab. Like, what you think of my movie? I'm like,
Oh, you haven't seen the
I
film?
haven't fucking seen
It's
it. No, I
amazing.
is it?
It's really good.
I mean, it
It's
won
good.
Best Picture over Top Gun. It's got to be.
It's a weird film. It's not your typical film. Like there's a lot of it's silly at parts, but it is amazing. It really is. Like it's.
So-
Did you see?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, did you see
Drink.
Swiss Army Man?
That he
Yes.
so he produced that. No, so he produced
Yeah.
that. So I'm looking at his
Oh,
Instagram and he's taking pictures with Paul Dano and stuff like that. He was
Yeah.
the producer
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Swiss Army Man.
Okay,
and then
got
Harry Potter.
it.
Dude.
So
when-
who's your buddy?
Jonathan.
Who's
It's Jonathan Wong, but it's pronounced Wong, but it's spelled WANG.
Swiss Army Knife was amazing. Or Swiss
What's
Army
his
Man. whatever.
shirt number?
He's number 18. I'm number 4.
Okay,
My favorite part was when he realizes
that's
he can use
cool.
that body for whatever he needs. Like at first it's like water, and then later he uses him as like a jet ski.
Yeah.
That movie's funny as shit. No, Jonathan Wong, pronounced Wang, which is actually his Instagram handle. He was the producer on that. I was like, dude, that was so rad. You got into Hollywood, didn't say a fucking word, and now you're killing it with these awards. You weren't like this guy that's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to be a model or check out my IMDb.
He's focused. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get the job done.
No, he shreds,
he's,
man.
awesome, man.
he's getting the hustle done. Yeah.
That collab's still open. I don't know if Jonathan Wong's out there listening right now, but if we're on the same, No, shout out to him, man. That's a really cool story. He grew up just right up the street, just neighborhood rats, just going into town. That's all we ever wanted to do as kids. From
That's
9 and
so
10
cool.
to when we got our licenses, it was like just going to town. And his parents had this crazy little cool bakery right in between Lucky's and Ralph's. Are Lucky's and Ralph's still around? Everything's
Ralph's?
like CVS now, right? Everything's a CVS.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like
Ralph's around.
Alpha, Beta, and Lucky's and Ralph's. No? Vaughn's?
Ralph's around, Vaughn's around, Albertsons. Talking grocery stores.
Is Lucky still around?
I have not seen a Lucky's, no.
No one's ever seen a Lucky? Lucky's? It was in cursive? No? All right. I'm old as fuck.
I think it's a regional thing. Like,
Yeah, because like
You're old.
Vaughn's in NorCal is Safeway, but in SoCal it's Vaughn's, but it's the same brand
Right.
or whatever. I don't know. No, but shout out to him, and I'll definitely check that movie out now. And shout out to Brendan Fraser for winning The Whale. That was a great
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Last time I cried. First time I cried.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did watch his acceptance, and like you could see how genuine it was. It wasn't like artificial at all. It wasn't like bullshit. It wasn't like
Yeah.
It
Right.
didn't even seem like he like prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's not a better person to like have a redemption story as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt really good to see him win for sure.
And you
Right.
know when it's one of those directors, Darren Aronofsky or Quentin Tarantino, if you know that that's on that, you could say Steven Spielberg or Trent, who's my guy that did The Beach, 28 Days Later, Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, the British dude. I can't think of his name now. Damn, what's his name? Chat's gonna come in.
But you know when they slap their name on it,
Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle, 28 Days Later, best movie ever. When it's that guy, Quentin Tarantino, or I think Darren Aronofsky is in that category now. You're doing the role. You're doing the role. Like I've heard Jamie Foxx go on Quentin Tarantino and just talk about how, or go on Howard Stern and talk about how Quentin Tarantino's crazy and this and that. It's like, you're not cool. You're a fucking slave. Like it chewed me out in my own room, came back out there, taught me how to play Django. It's like, he's the craziest guy ever. Howard's like, would you work with him again? Jamie Foxx is like 1,000 times a day, 10 times over.
Yeah.
Artists want to make
You
the
ever
best
had a movie
art.
that failed?
Who?
Quentin.
A lot of his early ones failed.
Yeah, that hotel one with Timothy Rush. Or
Oh yeah.
he's got a weird
4
hotel.
Rooms.
Yeah, that was weird. That was super weird. What do you guys say? One more beer?
Yeah.
2 more, 10 more?
Already poured it. Have no choice.
All right, here we go. Let me go drain the main. I just broke the seal. This is the first one. 4 beers in. BRB.
Hey.
Supposedly yeast, they're doing really bad still, but I don't know. I'm not the type of person that goes to see a lot of movies, to be honest.
I think they're getting more popular now. I mean, there's like I feel like for a while it was nobody was going to theaters, but now I mean, definitely
I think it had a
Top
lot
Gun
to do with
brought-
the pandemic, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll see. I feel like there's some good interest. I mean, the Super Mario movie is about to come out pretty soon.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. John
Yeah.
Wick 4 is coming out as well.
Does the Super Mario movie look good? I haven't even seen the trailer, so is it like live action or is
The
it
trail-
cartoon?
It's
It's like-
cartoon.
It's animated.
Okay.
Yeah, 3D animated. It looks pretty good actually. I think.
Yeah, I would prefer that. I don't. It seems weird when they try to adapt those types of movies to live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you seen
not
the
meant
live
to be.
action Super Mario Brothers movie?
the old one, yeah, with like
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Leguizamo and
Yeah.
whoever was Mario. It was
Right.
It was so bad. It was
So
like
bad, it was
Mario
good.
meets like what's that futuristic movie with Harrison Ford?
Blade Runner.
Yeah, that's kind of like the vibe I got from that movie. It was so
For
bad.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, Brusha, when's your thing with Brulosophy?
So I got the live Q&A. I'm on the Patreon live Q&A. That is the 26th of March. So at the end of this month.
All right,
And,
folks,
yeah.
if you aren't subscribed to Brulosophy's Patreon, check it out. We got Brew Show coming up, doing a Q&A with them. So big shout out to our big boy Brew Show here. Let's give him a round of applause and let's support that channel so we can all
What's going
see
on?
him crumble under pressure with that Q&A.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
just
I know.
being MC.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brusho,
Talking about
did you
the
do that
Brother's
yet?
philosophy.
Did you
That's
do
the
that
end
yet,
of the
Trent?
month. Nope, coming up.
Oh man, good luck with that.
I watched yours because I got access to all of them, so I went back and watched them all.
Hey, can you send me your username password so I
Pretty
can sign in and watch it?
It was
Yeah,
good.
but-
You did a great job of holding it down because it's like just you, right? There's nobody asking questions besides the chat.
Yeah, and it's like I told you. So Marshall's in the chat, which makes me question why aren't you just fucking there? Like you're already giving up your time to be here. Are you like at a funeral or a
Oh,
wedding?
so it's not
Just-
a one-on-one chat like with you and
No.
Marshall.
No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole new
So like the
vibe.
spotlight's all on you.
Right.
Yeah, and
there's
there's
not
like
that many people in the chat.
there's
right?
like 5
it's
people.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the thing? Like I still haven't watched that because I thought it was on like Patreon, but apparently it's not. I was talking to Chris.
Same vibe. It's a
Yeah.
You
membership
have to be a
based.
Patreon member to get access to the Facebook group, which it's on Facebook, right? Facebook Live.
I don't
You
have
have to
How
be
much
a
is the
Facebook
Patreon?
member to get
$3
access
a
to a
month.
private Facebook group. Okay, so you can't collect money through Facebook. That's what we're trying to say.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's
I'm out.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's a thing. Good luck, Trent.
Thank you.
But here's my dilemma. What's the game plan if nobody shows up at all? Because I only had like
Right,
4 or 5
right.
people. So he
Yeah, I
has
don't
to be
know.
in there feeding you questions, so then it will work for replay value.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you've listened to Martin, because Martin's one is released on the podcast, and he pretty much just like talks the whole time. Like he doesn't really answer questions, like a few, but he just kind of talks the whole time. So I feel like I have to have something prepared or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Good luck, Braj. The real question,
good.
though,
Somebody come and ask me questions so I don't have to talk the whole time.
Can I ask you what your social security is and all that?
Yeah, anything you want to ask.
Hannah, what are
Yeah,
you
do it
doing
in
on
Indy.
Saturday? Do you want to come help out the brew show?
Yeah, what time? Let's do it.
Here's the thing. It's difficult because it's Facebook. YouTube is just so much more universal. Everyone's connected way more
Yeah.
through YouTube now. I think most people are kind of checked out of Facebook.
Because you don't need a Facebook account to have a YouTube to watch YouTube, right? Like,
True. Yeah. No, it was cool, Trent. I think it's going to happen the same thing that happened to me. It's going to be, I mean, you're prepared, but I think most people goes from deer in the headlights to gradually getting more and more comfortable. And then next thing you know, it's the 45 minutes is up.
Right.
are you
It's like
are you drinking during that? Or are you just doing
It's like
it?
Saturday morning. for
Yeah,
me.
I didn't
I'll probably
drink.
crack
Yeah.
one. I'll probably crack one at least.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're gonna have a mimosa that morning, you might as well have a beer that
Right.
morning.
A beer mosa.
Stephen Plass.
Have you had a brewmosa?
Yeah, I love them.
I love those. They're so good.
Dude, this beer is so good.
No, and Hannah's shaking her
For
head
me.
no.
There you go. There you go. Hernando.
Brewmosas for you?
Nah.
Oh, they're
What about
fantastic.
like a little mix of like a hazy IPA with a little orange juice? I feel like that's
Dude,
pretty
I
good.
did a hazy IPA with some grapefruit juice. Oh, so good.
I think
We
this is the
had
best
a
hazy IPA I've ever
Beer
had.
in Tampa called a Bromosa. Oh well, I didn't have it, but I think Chris Rady did, and maybe CH.
Which establishment was that?
I think it was Big Storm.
Ooh, what's a bromosa?
Was that the last
I
day?
don't know. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Miller
Oh.
High Life with orange juice?
It was like literally the last brewery we went to together.
Which is ironic because
before you went
that was the first brewery I went to. That's where Brenna picked me up
Okay, yeah.
before I
That was
met
a
up with you
decent
guys.
spot.
That was the place that looked like a water park without the water park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it totally did. Orlando was there earlier today, by the way. He sent me a picture of a beer he was having there.
Yeah, he texted me from Dissident. Distant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
I
Orlando.
like
on
that
the chat.
spot. That spot was pretty good, actually. They had a really good Keller beer. We went there after that place, Big Storm.
We were struggling pretty hard by that day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What day was that?
It was
that
the
Saturday?
last day.
The very, very last day. We went hard
Sunday.
every single fucking
We went
day.
hard every
We
day.
didn't let up.
Yeah. And that
I'm not
day.
surprised.
Yeah, but that day was a weird day because I thought my flight left at 6:40, and I don't know why. It was because Spirit Airlines, the Holy Spirit, Father and Son, the Holy Spirit, that your flight gets there. But it was showing me arrival time in Knoxville. I'm gonna steal that joke. I'm gonna put that in a video. Call it Holy Spirit Airlines because you better be praying the whole time that your shit's on time.
That you get there in one piece.
The Father, the Son, and the Trinity, Holy Spirit. But I remember remember I was like, okay, it's 4:00 and my flight is until 6:40. They were showing my arrival time in Knoxville was 6:40. Why the fuck would you show me my arrival time?
It should be
departed time. So next thing I know, thank God I had the app downloaded. It was like, hey, your flight's taking 45 minutes. So I was like, I got to get out of here, this and that. I don't trust this whole let's get another beer thing. And when I get there, I was the last person to get on my flight. I was like, why the fuck would you show a 6:40 arrival time in Knoxville? The departure time.
I thought for sure you missed your flight. I was like, oh fuck, that's not good.
And it's one of those flights where it's a line out the door, but there's no gate, so everyone's like you're waiting for a line at the Del Mar Fair, and you get on a ladder and go up the side of the airplane. It's not like a gate where you just go right in.
Right in, yeah.
Dude, the Holy Spirit, man. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit Airlines. There's a reason it's $140 nonstop.
Yeah.
It's one step up from the Greyhound.
Yeah, so your friend there was like, oh, you better go to the, if you're going to Tampa airport, you should go like 3 hours ahead of time. And I was like, all right. So that's what I did. And I was in literally through security in 5 minutes. Not even kidding.
We had the exact opposite experience then. Yeah. But she rips on Tampa pretty hard. She's like, dude, don't go to Tampa. It's all bad.
Right.
But I don't know.
I mean, I would say that, like, I don't think any airport really you need to go 3 hours, maybe for international stuff.
I
but
could have in Boston. Like, no joke.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Well, I planned for 3 hours, but I got caught in traffic, so that was like,
Gotcha. Yeah, road traffic. Yeah, that I can understand, but like getting there, like, because Austin, I know like 1 to 2 hours, like depends on like what day you're going for your flight, like, and whether or not your TSA pre-approval or not too, right?
Yeah,
like now that I have TSA pre-approval, man, like I don't give up when I get to the airport. Right. It's only time I really care is like if I'm checking in a bag, because I'm like, I know they like have that 45 minutes to an hour you need to check in your bag before then. So I'm just like, okay. But other than that, I'm just like, or if I want to drink beers at the airport, then like I'll go early. But other than that, I don't give a shit.
And those are the best goddamn beers of all time, man. Those are the best beers of all time.
Those are the best $10 beers you'll have.
And it's always
$10, that's it.
And it's always before. When I got back from Knoxville, I made my flight. I was like, is this going to be the first flight I've ever got in my life where I made it home? And instead of Ubering, like, I'm just going to go drink at the airport bar. Like, no, you always do that before you go on the flight.
Yeah, you don't do that when you come back.
Yeah, this is the first time that I was just so grateful to make
back.
My flight.
I'm usually like, I'm ready to be in my house at this point.
Yeah, just go home and marinate in shame and chill it out. Who's this? Yeast in the Brush. I got 2 hours before for 3 domestics. Oh, I thought he was talking about beers. He's talking about hours.
Yeah.
I've got an AM flight tomorrow. Should I drink before?
You have an 8 a.m. flight tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah.
What time is
shit?
What's your time zone? All yours?
Central, same as me. 1 hour behind you.
So where's that one weird time zone that's in between San Diego and Austin? Mountain? So that's New Mexico.
Mountain, yeah.
That's
so
New Mexico.
That's Colorado. That's
Arizona?
Utah, Arizona. But Arizona doesn't take doesn't do whatchamacallit, daylight savings.
Dude, we got
So they don't change their time.
New channel name, Hangover for Life. I've been trying to pass that by corporate for years. No, we'll live to tell about it. It's all good. Tomorrow, again, I literally work every Thursday. This is my first Thursday off. And the Brew Show's with us for 3 hours, man. And Hannah's with us. We got Hannah Montana in the building.
Is that the 0 ABV Guinness?
Yeah, have you tried it?
I have not tried it.
Is that a non-alcoholic Guinness?
It's been hard to even find
is.
those around me.
Shout out to the Bra Show for being responsible.
I have leftover. My father-in-law doesn't drink, so whenever he's in town, we get like every kind of
Non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah. So, cheers.
I want to give it a try. Like I saw your vid, I saw Hops and Gnarly's vid, so like I would definitely want to give it a go.
Is it nitro?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
great. It is pretty spot on, I would say, because Guinness is
It tastes like
pretty,
Guinness.
Yeah, it's already pretty light beer anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it
good.
kind of shows it in the head for sure.
Oh, nice. Like it has the nitro as well too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
I'm with
And I
Brewing
drink every
Bad.
time I say fantastic.
I want to see Northwest Small
yeah,
Batch Brewing drunk as
we
hell
drink-
too.
If he says fantastic or I apologize, we drink.
Yeah.
Beers are hitting me, boys. Beers are hitting me. Should we call it after this or drink 5 more?
5 more.
7.
7 more.
I'm listening.
7, 5 more.
I'm listening.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
you son of a.
Hannah's gonna go to her flight just completely plastered.
Yeah, Hannah, what's going on
Where
tomorrow?
are you flying to?
Yeah, where are you going?
So on the down low, you guys don't tell. I'm going to DC
What's that?
for a job interview.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So you're flying into Logan? That was a shot in the
No,
dark.
Boston.
That's Boston.
That's Boston.
I don't know which airport it is because there's 2
O'Hare?
in DC.
There's 2 in DC, yeah.
There are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be there for like 31 hours. It's super quick.
One
Wait,
night,
so
2
do you
days.
fly
Okay.
out the same day or the next day?
No, I'm staying with a friend, so I'll fly
Okay.
out tomorrow afternoon.
So you're just paying
Woof.
for the ticket. Are you flying on the Holy Spirit too?
No, the company paid the ticket, so I got
Yeah,
United.
they paid the ticket.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
real
nice.
ticket. That's like a $500
Oh, so you're flying
ticket.
yeah,
Yeah,
Bush
that's all.
then, yeah.
Yeah, they,
Yeah, at a Bush. Yep,
Yeah.
for sure. So my
DC
wake up
Nashville.
time will be 5 a.m.
Woof.
Because I
How
like
far
to
is the
get there
airport from you?
early.
Damn.
Like I want to see my gate. I want to get the Starbucks. I want to just, you
Oh,
know.
pro tip with the Starbucks at the airport, order on your phone. So you don't have to stand in line.
Some of
good
them don't do it now, though.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah,
Austin
well,
one
Nashville-
Austin one does it, and that's how I do it in Austin.
Well, can we at least get you some love out of this though? Did we promote the YouTube channel yet or the Instagram profile yet?
I think
Not
we
everyone has a YouTube channel.
I know. We've been doing some drinking though. I'm trying to.
Sure. But Instagram, for sure. I can put the handle in the chat.
Yeah. Let's go for that. We'll start there. Oh, I need to get past.
Palindrome, right?
Yeah,
Palindrome.
palindrome. Or here. Smith. I can spell right.
Shout out to Bradley. We got a Instagram screenshot. Is that what I look like? Fuck.
Oh, Portland?
Yeah, hooking us up, man. Sometimes it's
Palindrome
good
Beer
to
Works.
watch.
Yep. I'll
Much
put that
love.
I'll put that in our chat here.
Go for it.
That here.
Much love, Barrage. I gotta get Portly on here, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, that would be great.
Definitely. Yeah. You know, it's cool. I like, I think it's the most awkward when we just have me, Aliaz, and Gnome on here. I think it fills in way better with more than that. Everything but
Yeah.
3. Everything but 3.
It's super awkward when it's just you three, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
But I'm talking about like everything on here is like a little Game Boy screen, you know, like at least even it out, you know. So it's all, I think it's the best with 2, 4, 6, 8 or whatever. But this 5 looks way better than 3. Because when it's 3, I have to put the chat underneath it and then like the Happy Hour logo. And it looks like Game Boy printer screen shit. Okay, there's your links
Whereas
in
now
there.
yeah, I put the link to her Instagram in the chat.
Yeah, subscribe to that channel, y'all. Follow that channel. We got That's My Johnson, Tampa Bay, over all airports. Haven't been to the Tampa Bay airport yet.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Can we get Orlando on here? I feel like maybe
if
it's
he's down.
I mean,
I forgot how this came up, but earlier we were talking about old bars, like really, really old bars.
Yeah, San
So there's a
Francisco.
place in Rhode Island that's been open since 1673.
Oh
Shit.
damn!
Yeah. It's
Wow.
called the White Horse Tavern. It's in Newport.
1673?
Yeah.
That's before it was called America.
That was before like all of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's pretty, and obviously, you know, they had to do some upkeep to keep the building standing, but
Yeah.
it's been in operation since then. Like that's just
Damn.
insane. Like
Wait, so how does Yingling get away with the oldest brewery? If these
well,
guys
this is the bar.
They're not
basically.
a brewery. They're a bar.
Oh, got it.
Production versus brick and mortar.
But yeah, oh, you know what? Actually, that's the one spot we were planning on going to in Tampa, and we didn't go to Yingling.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I didn't know I thought they were like in Philadelphia or something.
They are.
They are, but yeah,
Oh.
like that's their home turf. But they do have
Yeah,
a
so
production facility.
They started
okay.
in Philly, and then they expanded down. I think their next production was in Tampa, and then the third production site was here, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one down there too. Okay.
No, we still got
I
Eric
remember when they
Nelson in here, man.
when they first announced Yingling was coming to Texas. They said not only are we coming to Texas, but we'll be producing out of Texas as well too. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Has anybody ever been to the Asheville airport?
I have not.
Only airport where there's nothing. There's no Starbucks. There's no Applebee's or TGI Fridays or Ruby's. There's no gimmick at all. They probably don't even sell like newspaper, like maybe a bathroom. Asheville's airport is a trip.
That's
So it's
Like
tiny.
some craft.
I
I
thought
don't know, like-
Albany's airport was tiny. Oh, because like when I went to school up there, Albany airport was so tiny. Only thing there was there was a McDonald's and a Starbucks. I think I don't know if it was even a coffee. It was a coffee. I don't know if it was Starbucks. It was just
Look at this fucking
coffee,
airport.
and that's it.
No, Asheville doesn't even have that. The good thing about Asheville, though, is you can show up 5 minutes before your flight.
Yeah.
Those are the best airports.
It's like an airport that's in Vice City or something. Like you would just go in and rob really fast, hit everybody over the head with a golf club, and take off.
Here's our one passenger for the day. As you walk in.
Yeah, I mean, this place looks like like it's from the Flintstones or something. Asheville, hub for Allegiant Air. Imagine that. Okay. Allegiant's like the same vibe as the Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit. yeah.
Allegiant's up there too. Allegiant needs a nickname as well.
So would you recommend Asheville as a beer city
Asheville,
destination?
by far,
Yeah.
the best beer city of all time, in my opinion. Aside
Sorry,
from
did you say Nashville
aside
or
from
Asheville?
Nashville or Asheville, different
Asheville.
worlds. Yeah, Asheville and Nashville are the exact opposite. Nashville is way too Vegas-y. It's way gnarlier than Tijuana or New Orleans. I think the people call Nashville Nash Vegas or Los Nashville or something now. It is a vibe, and it is not my vibe. Maybe 10 or 15 years ago. But it's like you're just kind of looking around like, do we have all of our stuff? Are we going to get hit by a car? Are we all still together? Like, it's just a town where it just goes AWOL. And I don't know-
Nashville.
Nashville is insane. Nashville is
Yeah.
insane. And I don't know. I hope it doesn't have gambling. I mean, have gambling or don't. But if you put gambling in that town, it's a Las Vegas of the South. Maybe even gnarlier in Las Vegas.
I mean, I guess New Orleans would be Las Vegas of the South, right? Because they have gambling.
New Orleans is a vibe because you can drink outside. I love New Orleans. Like I never
You can have open container.
but I feel like people are kind of partied out. Maybe New Orleans in the 70s or the 80s kind of like had the rise of the whole Bourbon Street thing. And you're always going to
Right.
have riffraff in this. But I feel like Nashville is like coming up. Like it's the new party city. We didn't know about Nashville being crazy 10, 15, 20 years ago. It was always like we heard of Amsterdam, Vegas, New Orleans. But Nashville is like, what? Nashville? Like what's honky tonk, Elvis? Like we didn't know about it. Nashville is fucking wild. It would be
Some good breweries there too.
I'm telling you, I think that if you were a cop or a security guard in Nashville, I think it'd be the worst city to be a cop in. Because I saw that city in the daytime, and
Yeah.
they don't have cars on a lot of streets. They just put up the barricades, and people just go around, and the horses on carriages and stuff like that. I couldn't even imagine what it'd be like if it was nighttime.
Mm.
So I don't know. Maybe there's more cities like that. Maybe there's more cities in America that are like Nashville that we just didn't really know about till, I don't know, the internet. Maybe it's always been that way. But
Another thing about Nashville is they actually have a yeast company that most people don't know about. I talk about them all the time, but Bootleg Biology, they're out of Nashville.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to try their stuff.
They have really good sour cultures.
is it
If you're
called
into sour,
biology? Sorry, I interrupted. Is it called biology, like verbatim?
Bootleg Biology.
Never heard of that yeast company.
Yeah, they do really, really good cultures.
Okay.
Do they
No, it's-
want to sponsor a homebrew competition?
Here we go. Here we go.
Reach out.
Looking out. Who's listening?
They probably would. I don't know.
Stephen Platt.
I can't
Sorry.
say good enough things about their cultures though. It's not like your simple sours. It's like more advanced type thing. I don't know how to like word it, but it's not like a lacto with a saison yeast. Like there's a mix of saison. There's like multiple breaths. There's like lacto. There's PDO. Like it's a little bit more complicated stuff, but it's ready to go for like a 5-gallon pitch. You don't have to like worry about anything. Like you just pitch it and forget it. Like
That's cool.
yeah.
Knoxville
And
to
they have a lot of different cultures as well. It's not like
New Orleans.
like 3 or 4. They have a lot of different stuff going on.
That's cool. I see
probably
they got a
just-
Jester King culture. How about
Yeah.
that?
Just
Bringing it full circle.
Goose Escarpment, they're out of Canada, and that's kind of a problem because like I would love to try their stuff, but it seems impossible to get in the States.
Yeah, their packaging looks cool. I like all the colors.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Again, they have a lot of they don't have, well, they do have some sour stuff, but they have also like yeast blends, they'll like have like 2 or 3 lager yeasts blended together, or like saison yeast blended together. Like they do a lot of weird stuff, but unfortunately it's like seems impossible to get around here.
Hit
We-
up Party Time. Get him to send you some.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
We need to wrap it up. I know we're up on 3 hours. It typically doesn't go
Hey,
this
3
long.
hours and you made it.
She's got a thing in the morning.
Yeah,
A
flight.
lot of this
Yeah.
New Orleans stuff, though, we need to piece together a barrage trip. Trent's going to be in on this one. And the last time I was in New Orleans was the year before COVID, and the beer wasn't that good. But that was 2019, which is damn near 4 years ago now, which is crazy. But I'm super down to go to New Orleans. If you guys are
Okay.
up. I'm going to go regardless. I don't know if you guys want to.
Always down.
That's
for
probably a
shit, you
trip I
guys.
could even drive to. I don't even have to fly.
That's
for
what I
that
was
one.
thinking. Like I can drive there, or I drive to Nashville to get a cheap flight to go south to get that $126 thing. Let me look at Knoxville or New
I
Orleans.
might make a trip out of it because, like, I might just go to my mom's place in Houston, stay like a night with her or something,
Dude.
and
Is he
then drive out to New Orleans.
Brew
Ron.
Show, you been to is the Ron in here? What's up, dog?
Yeah.
Hey,
Tijuana is why San Diego is popular. I highly doubt that. I definitely highly doubt that. But maybe you're onto something that I didn't know about.
Could be.
5 more 3 hours. Okay, if to drive, I'm looking at. Oh shit, I gotta go through Atlanta and Alabama. Oh, I'm gonna fly.
No,
9-hour drive.
You gotta drive.
That's 9 hours. Dude, New Orleans to Houston ain't that bad at all.
No.
Yeah,
It's
it's like 6 hours.
It's like 6 hours.
But I have to add the Austin part too, right? So that makes it about 8-9 hour trip for me.
God, it's so much different in California. I just went to Bay Area.
And it's
to see-
crazy. Like, so you have how many states you have to drive through to get to Louisiana?
Like
to
3
to
or
get
4.
to. Right, I'm driving through one state and
Yeah,
have
but-
the same amount of driving as you.
Texas is a big one.
Yeah.
Bruce Show, what are you feeling, man? You want to celebrate maybe 35,000 subscribers in New Orleans? Shoot a vlog?
That could be fun. Yeah, I love New Orleans, man.
I wouldn't recommend going summer. It's gonna be hot as shit.
In New Orleans, it's going to be hot?
Oh, it's gonna be so fucking hot.
Is it? Damn, okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Welcome to the dirty South.
I guess I always went in January.
Yeah, very
makes
different.
So maybe like 9 months from now or whatever from now. But
I would say like fall would be a really good time.
yeah, I guess I've
um,
always gone in January for WizardCon.
Let's do Boston
Con.
then in summer.
New Orleans WizardCon.
Guys, New Orleans is only 27-hour drive for me, so that's pretty easy.
Yeah, you're on
Oh,
the
that's
road,
not
man.
too bad.
Yeah.
I did that
No,
drive in one go.
I'm gonna go to New Orleans for my 39th birthday. So open invitation. Maybe see you guys out there January 4th, because I think I did that last time.
No,
Yeah, I've done. That's
Alright,
what
wait.
I used to do. That I used to go for my birthday.
no, wait. I thought you turned 39 this year.
I just turned 38. But if somebody asks, I'm
okay.
21. Yeah, you know the rules.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's plug all of our stuff. What do we got to plug? Did the Brew Show hit 30,000 subscribers tonight?
No, it's all right.
Video's doing good though, Trent. Everything's good.
Yeah, video's doing great. Thanks
Cool,
for
man.
everybody watching.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it was fun to make.
Hannah, everything good?
Yeah, thanks y'all for having me. This was fun. Let's do it again.
Anytime. I feel like you're going to be a regular on here. This is cool. Where's BrashCon in Canada? I don't have a driver's license, man. I just thought I was going to go to Mexico, but I don't
Driver's
even
license,
have that.
passport.
Oh, that part. Yeah.
You have a driver's license.
We're doing some drinking. No, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Always a blast. Always a blast for the people that come on. I don't think we need to take this down, no?
No.
We didn't talk about how everybody should unsubscribe from Yeast and the Beast's channel, right? And
No,
No,
but
no.
we should do that now. Actually,
No, I'm
before we
kidding.
close
Yeah.
out.
No, much love to you. I don't know why Yeast doesn't come on anymore. I tell anybody who wants to come on, and
He's
nobody wants to
scared.
show up anymore.
He's scared.
Zach Chance, man, have a good one, brother. Northwest Wombats Brewing, bring Hannah back. Hannah, you're always welcome. Thanks for being cool. Hey, really good luck with that job interview in DC, Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
seriously.
Congrats.
Yeah, we'll be rooting for you. We'll be talking about you. Yeast and the Beast unsub now.
Some now.
Hey, Ron Barnes, man, thanks for that super chat. Thank you, sir. All right, anybody else? You guys want to say anything?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
Same
is
here.
that it? Let's get out of here. I'm gonna go microwave a quesadilla for 2 minutes.
Support your local drug dealers.
Yes.
Support your
I can-
local
I can
drug
donate.
dealers. I'm gonna start looking at flights for. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go. When I get back from San Diego, I'm not doing shit.
January next year now? Okay.
The round. Northwest Small Batch Brewing is the man. Let me plug his channel really quick.
Definitely. He's
Let's throw
killing
him in
it.
here. You know what? I have half a beer.
His
No,
collab
okay.
with Gnome was fantastic. It was really good.
Yeah, I gotta go watch that.
I think Northwest is drunk off my beer.
Oh, for sure. Oh, he is.
If there was ever a better time to get drunk on the internet, let me know, because this is pretty good, right? No one's
Life is good, yeah. With
life's
this.
great, but I mean, I'm just gonna go crawl on my bed and watch some Hollow Knight YouTube tutorials. I type in
That
end
video game?
Hollow Knight. Whoa, yeah. It's up there with like Symphony of the Night, Super Metroid shit. Trent, check it out.
Wow.
Hollow Knight. Yeah.
All right, I will.
You haven't heard of Hollow Knight?
It has a really good soundtrack.
North? Oh, it's phenomenal. Oh, it's up there with like
Phenomenal.
Donkey Kong Country 2. No, it's a phenomenal
Whoa.
game. Yeah. Northwest Small.
That's high praise.
Trent, I know video games. I know video games.
I know you do.
Okay, Northwest Small Batch has.
Are we still live?
We're the
Yeah, we
livest.
should try to get him some more viewers. Or some
Oh,
more
yeah,
subs,
yeah, for
rather.
sure.
Is there any way that we can get Northwest Small Batch Brewing up to 350 subscribers right now?
Ooh.
Can we do
only
that?
needs
With
5 more.
Hannah, can we do that?
Five
If we
more.
get them up to 350
Do that.
subscribers, I will buy a ticket to New Orleans.
Ooh,
I
shit.
probably will, and I'm going to regret it fucking vividly in the morning, but
I am subscribed.
That's
Only
what this is all
two
about.
more.
though, Making
Two
making
more.
hasty decisions and then just dealing with them the next day.
sometimes that's what life's all about, man. Like, fuck, I did that. I signed up for it. Now we just got to show up. See what
now
it's
we
all
just gotta
about.
go through with it. Yeah, dude.
No, but Alias, you're right. I've always gone
Yeah,
to New
you
Orleans
guys-
in winter. I don't know nothing
Yeah.
about. Yeah. No. What'd you
Summer.
think of Tampa Bay weather?
I was about to say, so I loved it, but I know you hated it. It was too hot for you, like, which is
Fucking
interesting
couldn't
because
stand it.
you're
What
from
was the temperature for you guys?
It's like 90
85
and
all week,
it was like Austin temperature. Austin's so hot.
Humidity is gonna kill you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Humidity
I thought it was
is way
awesome.
worse than what I got.
I would put it
don't
on
know,
a
man.
little one more notch than Austin. And I'm from Knoxville and San Diego where it's like 75.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. When I flew back to Boston, it was literally like 30, 32 degrees, and I was like shivering, like waiting for like the shuttle.
But
So,
no, I'd
you know,
always rather be cold than hot. I can't stand being hot. I can't stand just sitting there and being like sweating and gross and have swamp ass and fucking you wipe your butt once and you have a
Ew.
rash. Can't stand
Yeah,
that
that
shit.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't know.
I will always
Welcome to
rather
the
be
dirty
cold.
South.
Yeah.
I like hot weather, but I hate the fact that you can't. And I brought this up to you. You can't swim in the water. There's like fucking gators and shit, like
Yeah, he's got
you know,
this fear of
poisonous
gators.
snakes and stuff. Like,
Well, it depends where you're at.
We
Yeah.
didn't see water once, but
Water moccasins.
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But
Did
to
you
live,
guys see any gators?
There's
no,
no
we saw a lot of lizards.
the lizards.
Yeah,
are
they
everywhere,
got a
man.
lot of them.
Goddamn lizards forever. I've had it with these lizards.
Fucking everywhere.
All right, y'all.
Iguanas and shit. There he is, 351.
Did we get it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to Northwest Small Batch, man. Look alive. All right, man. Killer channel. He's got some content on here. Smoked Porter featured Gnome. I like it. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. Hey, Hannah, good luck with that job interview tomorrow. I know you're on a quick
Thanks.
turnaround, and
Hope
you're-
you get some rest.
Yeah, you're a trooper for putting up with us.
Yeah.
No, you guys rock. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys say? Let's rock and roll.
Let's do
That's
it.
good.
Yeah.
Zach Pearson, crack a beer. All right, guys. Should we get out of here? Or...
Up to you.
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Let's roll.
All right, let's get out of here. Everyone, let's get out of here. I'm going to start looking at weird plane tickets.
Do it.
All right. Love all you guys. I'm out of here. Trent, Bruce Show,
right.
Nomsky, all you
Good night,
guys. Love you guys. Let's
Later.
get out of here. Peace, y'all.
Sounds good.